seen the pictures he took.
No. He just straight stacking them, keeping them.
I know he has a thing where he puts it. I just don't never see him, bro.
Yeah, I've never. No,
I never be like, hey man, these are the pictures I took or whatever.
You're right. I have not. Yeah.
It just trips me out. I mean, I appreciate him, dog, because he makes you feel like a celebrity.
This is the like Korean Red Bull.
For real?
Yeah, Bakasu D.
And they come in a glass container like this?
Yeah, dude, that shit's been around since like before I was even born. Like I remember these when I was a little kid.
Does it legitly work?
Yeah, it might be the sugar in there. I don't know.
Oh, so it's a shitload of sugar in there?
Just like Red Bull.
It's the same shit.
Yeah, shit gets you hype. You're like, ah.
But since you tasted both, which one's more effective?
I haven't drank these in a long time, but
I want to compare the two.
I don't know. There used to be this like fucking Asian bodega that was like Vietnamese stuff in San Francisco. They had the Red Bulls in the glass vials like this, but they were Red Bull.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, and they had the little they had the bull on there and then the logo. It looked badass, but foreign as fuck.
Man, that's cool. I miss the glass containers.
Those were syrupy and jacked your shit up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude.
I remember the glass Stapples. Those were.
Oh, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Bring me back to those, bro. I miss the glass
man.
Snapples, dog. It hit different inside the glass. It don't taste the same in the plastic.
That's how I don't remember glass.
Now, I remember glass Snapple, dog. You know what I'm saying? I was like this.
Yeah.
Glass Gatorade?
I'm not that old though. I don't remember glass.
I don't remember glass.
I don't remember
Gatorade.
glass
I've seen
Gatorade.
it. I've definitely seen it.
But I remember glass Snapple when I was younger, dog.
Yeah, I remember those.
That shit hit. I was like this. And now I drank it in the plastic bottle. I'm like, man, I don't want this.
Yeah,
It don't taste the same, bro. It's like that, what's that, that water they sell in the can?
Oh,
It looks,
death something.
yeah, something like it comes in a can, but it hits harder in the can for some
Nice.
reason.
It's kind of refreshing.
Yeah, it looks like a beer can and shit. So you get pulled over, like, you know what I'm saying? But it hits different in the can. I don't know what it is about it.
Now I'm like, what the fuck is it called? It's like death something.
it's death something. I know that for
Yeah.
sure. Death something.
Damn it.
Well,
Is it sweet?
no,
This is sweet. This is all.
Yeah,
That's
what I mean.
sweet.
Is that
Yeah,
sweet?
it's all syrupy and shit.
oh shit.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like,
Hey, Michael, man, good to have you up here, dog.
good to be here too, man. I love the podcast. I've been watching like all the episodes, man.
Oh, hell yeah.
man.
Thank
I
you.
truly like enjoy what y'all do, not just for El Paso, but just for like the comedy scene and like I love y'all hearing some of y'all stories when y'all go on the road. Man, thank y'all so much for having me, man.
No, man, thanks for being here. Now, before I start talking,
What's up?
One last thing, just give y'all flowers while I'm here. Give y'all flowers. I truly appreciate the way y'all interview. I watch some podcasts and people don't stop talking. You guys literally stop talking, and I really appreciate that. Like I don't know if you guys watch. I enjoy podcasting, but like some hosts just don't stop talking, and you guys legit stop talking and let people finish the story, and then ask questions.
That's how it's supposed to be, though.
You make it sound easy, but I promise you, some people like, but what about? And I'm like, hey, let this man. Let him cook, let him finish the story.
I listen to some podcasts where they just like in the middle of something and somebody just goes far left and they never go back to the subject.
No.
So you kind of like, what the fuck happened? Or
Dude, people do that all the time, just in real life.
yeah,
Man, that's another fucking pet peeve.
'Cause I was watching one podcast, I was just like, the guy literally just said, and then I shot him, and then he asked another question like, why did you shoot him? And I was like, hey, we ain't gonna find out if the guy survived. Like,
Right? Because you want to know.
is he still alive or you caught a case? Did you go to jail? Nothing.
this
It's
man
like-
just said he's never been to prison. Like, there's a whole side. I felt like maybe the host was doing a favor, like, hey man, if we keep going down this line, you going to prison. Let's
That's some shit they do in social media videos, too.
yeah, like Vlad TV and shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
But honestly, Vlad only asks questions if you answer them. So if you go like this, so did you have a burner on you when you did? And you go like this, yeah, I had the burner on me when I clipped the homeboy, you know? On 5th and Ave, you know what I'm saying? I had a hand on my, you like this. Shut up, man. Shut up. Most of the times when I watch shit like that, they go, man, Vlad, the FBI. I'm like, he'll ask a question. But if your dumb ass answer it, that's your fault. You feel, that's how you go, hey man, you cheat on your wife? Well, you know, I do what I gotta. If you do that shit, you stupid.
When did criminals start doing podcasts? I'm talking about like the ones that haven't been sentenced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you've been sentenced, you've done prison time. It's like, all right, I get it. But if you legit have like got away with something, I don't think I'd be talking.
Me neither. Like a homeboy, what's his name, Keefy D?
Yeah.
The one guy for Tupac's murder?
Yeah.
All he I guess he thought since it was like 20 plus years that he just ain't gonna, and he was on there talking about, I was in the car, I saw, Tupac was jumping around, we were shooting him and shit. He was laughing because he said he was jumping back and forth from the back seat when they were popping him and shit. But everything he said was so much detail.
Was he in jail when he was talking like this?
Who?
Kevy D.
No, I was on Vlad TV.
Oh shit.
He was on Vlad TV. He was talking about how he was in the car with the other dudes. All the other dudes are dead.
Yeah.
They're all dead. He was describing shit. So I'm like, if you're the only witness to all this shit, shut the fuck up. Shut up.
Yeah, talked himself right in prison.
Talk to himself.
Dumbass.
And then they searched his crib, and he still had shit from that night, supposedly, or something they found from that night.
It ain't funny. It's a serial killer.
But it's stupid as
Like,
shit.
this man got trophies. Like, you know,
It's like your dumb shit. It's like it's in '96 and it's 2024, whatever the fuck, and you still got shit. You keep Tupac's bandana and shit. What the fuck is stupid?
I don't think. Yeah. But can you blame? If you murder Tupac, you're not gonna fucking throw that shit away, probably.
I get it, but I wouldn't be bragging about it on a podcast. I wouldn't say shit. I'd be like, yo.
Be like, allegedly, before everything you say. Allegedly.
No, I would
I
be
shot
like,
him.
I would talk in the third person or act like, yeah, Billy over here was in the car. Billy was who's Billy? I met Billy one time, but he just didn't tell me nothing after that. I didn't see him after that night.
again, if you got away with a crime, I think podcasts are the last thing. I feel like it's the last thing.
Well,
It'd be funny if you ordered like Grubhub while they were fucking talking.
Yeah.
And so they bring in the McDonald's and then you cut. Cut. I'd be like, he talked.
Dude, that's pretty much like First 48.
Yeah, exactly.
The same shit. First 48 is the same shit. It like, you already know. I remember when I saw this one episode, it was a dude named Cheeseburger. That was his name and shit. And supposedly it was a drive-by shooting. And homeboy snitched on his homie because he's like, Cheeseburger, like, where's the weapon, man? And he was like, hey, man, 25 to life, man. Cheeseburger. He like, oh, man, all right, man. And there was some weird-ass names. Cheeseburger, and the other dude's name was like Lil Rail or some, Lil Ray Ray or some shit. Where's
Ray?
The AK's at his grandmother's house, man. I was like this. And mind you, of course, he had a fucking full meal. That's the cliche. They have the full meal. Like,
That's how you know.
yeah, man, eat lemon pepper? Yeah, man, the clip is over there at his stepmom's house.
That's all it took, man.
Dad, it's just crazy. I don't understand it. But like, you're right. Like, people get too comfortable with podcasts now.
Yeah.
Also, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Also, I don't think, like, if you're a thug, there is a really good chance you're not smart.
Yeah.
If you're doing, like, crimes and shit like this, yeah, come on.
Yeah,
You don't do these things because you're fucking, like, sharp.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like a stripper, but for thugs.
But like the homeboy said, that mafia dude, I forgot his name, but he was like, if you do any crime or whatever, do it by yourself. He said, if you're gonna do any dirt, because you don't want anybody knowing what you're doing and what time you're doing it. Because when you have witnesses and partners, they're gonna give you up. That's what he said.
Makes sense.
Well, they're gonna try and kill you, or you're gonna have to kill them. It's like the mafia movies.
Yeah, and homeboy's like, yeah, anything you do. He said, every time I incorporated somebody in my crime, that's what got me caught up.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
He said, just do the dirt on your own. Don't tell nobody when you're doing it. Just do it, and that's it. Don't even brag about what you're doing.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And you're undercover. I mean, you get caught up, that's just you. You just get caught. But nobody's implicated in it. It's just you. I'm not trying to be an advocate for crime. I'm just talking about it in general.
I mean, yeah, only one person can keep a secret. So
that's true.
Two, you know.
Now, when I start this off, you are from South Carolina, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
One last question. I just promise. I just like want to give you all your flowers. I promise we're gonna
No, you
get
good,
right
you
into
good.
the part. So, like I said, I'm a big fan of podcasts. Love podcasts. Like, so going from like Zeke's episode. I love Zeke's episode. I love it. Like, it was so raw. It was real. This man is like legit said exactly how he felt.
Yeah.
And then going all the way back to when y'all did Gus episode with his girlfriend. I forgot her name.
Christina.
Christina.
Yeah.
Both of them very hilarious. Zeke's hilarious. Make sure y'all follow him. Check him out. But like to see from the progression from there to Zeke's, like even with Julian's and Plugas, every Jeremy Church, every guest you guys have had, like was there ever like before you did podcast, was there ever a moment where it was like, all right, these are the questions we're gonna have for this person, this question we're gonna have for these people, or it was always just like conversation based?
It's conversation based,
Yeah.
dog.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like honestly, like we talk outside of the open mics, that's basically the vibe we're going for.
Nice.
Yeah.
Because honestly, we don't really have a topic when we talk. We just go, we treat each other sets, and then we just start talking into random day by day life shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It kind of goes into that.
That's kind of how we planned the podcast from the beginning too.
Nice.
We ran a few like test episodes to kind of figure out the groove.
Yeah, that's the vibe I always get from
Yeah.
every episode. I just love like the way to get like Zeke's episode was just like I ain't trying to hype it up. We'll get to this, but like
Yeah.
it's just one of those very like funny episodes. And then like the Jeremy Stretch episode, the Pooh episode. I mean Gus was funny too, but I could definitely tell like y'all were getting the meats and potatoes of the comedy scene in that episode, and I just I don't know, you guys just
dog.
really
I wanted to
you
give.
just like
I did want to give Gus his flowers because I think he's so what he put into it. And all the
Yes.
you don't know all the L's he took
yep.
to put that production.
Yep.
Everybody thought he just going here making money, and he had
Yeah.
he was in the minus a lot.
Yep.
He had to pay everybody out, flying people in, make sure all the comics are paid. He made sure I was paid. I
Yeah.
never had to go around. Oh, did Gus
Where-
pay me?
Yeah, same.
Where the scene is now, it wouldn't be
Yes.
like this if it wasn't for Gus. Like he flew in a lot of people and
Yeah.
did a lot of
Yes.
stuff.
If it
like-
wasn't
Yes.
for Gus, Aaron Barber,
yeah.
Yes, Aaron
those
Barber
guys,
too. Yes.
those guys, the scene, Nico, all those guys,
Yes, Nico
it
too.
wouldn't be where it is now.
I agree.
Yeah.
Period.
Yes.
It's cultivated into the point where there's a couple of hit misses here and there, but
always
for the
gonna
most
be.
part, dog, it's
The Hampton episode was really good too.
in depth,
Yeah.
man. Because
The Josh Ryan episode, that I call that the history of the El Paso comedy scene episode. Whenever I watch the episode, I'm like, oh yeah, let me go, because I've seen it twice.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh okay, so that's when the scene was like this, and then everything like you slowly see how everything got to like where it is now.
yeah, dog, it was definitely.
Adam talked a lot about that too.
Adam
Yeah,
did
Adam, yeah, it was more divided. Like
Yeah.
Adam can really talk into it because he was
Yeah, Adam's
in the
episode
mix.
too, yeah.
He was in the mix of all of it,
Yeah.
and I was just sitting there like an observer, like
Yeah, Adam episode 2. Yes.
like what the like what's going on? It's like Bloods, Crips, and Latin Kings. That's how it felt in the comedy scene. It was separated in those gangs, and everybody's like, "Well, you want with my gang? You want with my gang?" Well, and I'm like, "Who the fuck cares? Like, we're all in the same open mic. I don't give a fuck." And it was like that for a minute, bro. Like it was just, but it didn't lead to anything.
Yeah, that's one thing I've seen about like comedy scene beef. Is like no one gets famous from it.
No, and then like it's the same everywhere because there's
Yeah.
times where
Yep.
we're all chismosos and shit, and I'm on other comedy pages from different cities, and you can tell when they got some shit started because somebody goes on theirs, yeah, you gonna sit there and try to blackball me out the club, huh? And I'm like this, who is this guy? I never heard this dude. It'd be like Lil Smoke or what the fuck his name is. He'd be like, you've been trying to railroad me. You lucky you got a venue to go to because you jokes, you ain't even that funny. The funniest thing I see was, I don't know, homeboy, God forbid, I don't know his name, but the way he was reading he was talking shit on San Antonio scene. He had a thing like this. Yeah, your jokes are garbage.
No, that's crazy.
And you
That's
suck. Maybe one day you'll be funny. Until then, all your jokes smell like hot dog water. I was just sitting there, but the way he was reading it, I don't know if he was doing
That's
it.
like fucking Mayweather trying to read.
Dude, it was, I don't know if he was doing it intentionally to make fun of him,
Yeah.
or he just read the shit like that. He's like this. And he addressed it. He was like, you making me sound retarded having to write this letter to your stupid ass. And I was like this.
Like, I want to
Yeah,
see
that
that.
might-
Dude, it was funny. I was saying like this. Is this nigga doing
Yeah,
what?
like,
Is this funny?
like what?
I wish if I go back to it, I'll show it to you guys. That shit was so funny. He's like
Yeah,
this.
that
At the
could've-
end, he was like this. P.S. You trash. And I was like, that was it.
Was your old scene like this?
No,
How,
No.
how was it there? They didn't have,
Yeah.
You didn't have weird beefs or anything and just shit talk?
no, I wouldn't say that.
No?
So I promise this is the last question about the
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
everything.
no, you're good. You can
And I
do it all
probably
you
about
want.
to go
Yeah.
in. How'd y'all come up with the name?
Bro,
It took us a minute.
if you ever try and start a podcast now, look at the names. Just like every single name you come up with, even you think it's the most obscure shit ever, it's already taken. And it's been taken for years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the podcast I had was called Popping Culture. Didn't check to see if anybody else's name was Popping Culture. The moment I checked, it was 3 different Popping Cultures.
Dude, it's like
Same
that, bro.
spelling. Same spelling.
Really?
We had
Oh,
like
they weren't
fucking
successful
20
either.
different names before we came up with this one. And
They
like,
weren't successful either though. So
No,
It was just a bunch of popping
Ultimately,
cultures
that's
with,
what's up. Yeah.
with
yeah, but
30
podcasts
views.
in general is hard, dog, because you always gotta kind of stay on it and due to the fact that I really like talking to people.
Yeah.
They don't. Yeah.
Sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
We came up with one that was like fucking about like what is stigmatism?
The stigmatism. Yeah.
That shit was taken too.
Yeah, dog. We're like, ain't nobody gonna. Yeah. Somebody took the stick. There was something.
Yeah.
Two chicks at it.
Yeah.
And I was all like, what the? And no matter what name, you can talk about, licking taint pot, well, something weird like that. We could talk about any kind of weird shit and it'll pop up, dog.
Yeah. Already taken.
Already
If
taken.
You haven't, guys, haven't had an episode like having a friend, Jermaine Glass, very funny comedian. But I did a podcast. He did a podcast episode for me, and I remember right before the podcast started.
Yeah.
He's a wild guy, so I just went, "Hey guys, I don't agree with anything he's about to say."
Because you already know where it's going to go with it.
And then he said some stuff that I didn't agree with at all.
Well, I think but most podcasters, I know that, they go into trying to get the clickbait.
Yeah.
So they'll say outrageous shit knowing it's going to,
Yeah.
they'll say some outlandish shit knowing they're going to get the reaction and shit like that.
I feel like those people are kind of already famous, or halfway famous.
Some of them are, but I've seen some podcasts start off that way.
Yeah.
But first of all, they're not like trying to get clickbait. They're just talking and having a conversation. Then eventually, it comes into, it's only clips of them yelling or getting into it with somebody or getting upset or whatever the fuck is going on, and then that makes it.
I was kind of thinking that like maybe we could do some of that just on purpose.
But you know what?
I would use it for the fucking clicks. Like
you know what? Yeah, but I'd rather have it be somewhat organic.
Oh yeah, people can
feel
tell
me?
when it's not genuine.
Yeah.
Oh no, but it doesn't. That's the thing. Like it's on purpose, but like it's on purpose to the point where we're talking about it in front of here, but it still works for the clips. It don't matter.
Yeah, it could be
Yeah.
something like that. I'm down with
Yeah.
that because we talk about that
Good
shit
idea.
at the open mics anyway.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's mostly what it is. I be just yapping and seeing what the fuck going on.
You ever fucking like go? I fell into this little rabbit hole again. I do it every once in a while. You ever go into this fucking weird hole where like you start noticing people aren't liking your shit and it's only certain people, and then you start looking at it and you're like, oh, this motherfucker never likes my shit. This motherfucker never likes my shit, and this motherfucker never likes my shit. And so you start searching your posts and start looking, and yeah, sure enough, they never like it. But I like all of their shit.
Yeah, sometimes it's like
Yeah,
that, bro.
I fell into that.
Yeah.
And one time I've done it, I was just like, I'm overthinking this. Like this is
Right.
that's how I looked at it. I'm overthinking this. Like why?
It doesn't change anything, but like what does change for me is like for a while I'm gonna be like, okay, I will purposely not like your shit anymore, because for some reason you'll look at my stuff, but you won't like any of it ever. That shit weirds me out after a while.
But especially if it comes from people you think, all right, they're going through the same grind. Because honestly, I don't hesitate to share any of you guys' stuff.
Oh, you know that.
Or like it, or either or,
Same.
because I'm like,
It's free.
I know it's gonna be funny. I know y'all, but I know how it is with the grind, bro. Like we're on the same thing, so why would I not want to help you?
And even just the likes. It's like I'll like some people's shit because that helps too. Like it's fucking.
The simple thing like that, where it's like, all right, man, this is my boy right here. You do it all the time.
Oh yeah, you're really good at that.
Free.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
for me, it's like I'm not losing. Like, hey, I'm helping. Like this is it.
same thing with me. I'm like, yo, if I have an opportunity, or even if I'm not a part of a show, this is just my mentality. I go, okay, I'm not a part of this show, but these guys I know are hilarious.
Yeah.
So why am I gonna deprive somebody from a laugh?
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, hey, I know Garrick, man, he's funny as fuck. Just because I ain't on the show or I ain't up that day, guess what? You're gonna get some funny regardless.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
How do y'all feel about people that like? Because if it's your show, it's your show. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
If y'all ever like went to a show and you like got offered a guest spot, and okay, this is one example that I've had happen. I come into town, I haven't seen people in forever, and they're like, "Oh, you're in town. You should get up." And like, for me, it doesn't bother me either way. But I've definitely had like been on shows and that's happened. Like somebody come out of town and the host's like, "Oh, let them give him a guest spot," and people on the show would be like, "Hey man, like all because he's here doesn't mean he should go up." And I'm in my mind as me, I'm like, "Nah, man, it's just 5 minutes. Like,
Yeah, it shouldn't even bother
it
nobody.
don't." Like,
Yeah. I would never do that. I'd be like, yo, the only time I would question that, this is just me, if it was like 30 fucking comics or 32. But even then, I wouldn't trip. I'd be like, Fuck it. Who cares?
I've only had one time though where it was a show I did in Augusta, Georgia. Shout out to comedian Cedric, very funny comedian. But he put 2 guest spots in front of me.
Yeah.
And to me, I was like, hey man, it's cool. So I'm networking. I'm glad to meet everybody.
Yeah.
I had no idea the 2 people that had a guest spot in front of me were like had specials. Like both of them had been doing comedy for
They had
15
some
plus
shit.
years.
Oh, shit.
And they did like they did like 10-minute guest spots, and they were just murdering. And I'm like in my head, I'm sitting in the back, I'm getting in my head a little bit, and I did not do well. I did like a 4 out of 10. It was not a good set. I started my set by saying, "Hey guys, I have done nothing that these last 2 comedians have done.
You know what? I see what you're trying to say.
I am here for wings." And hopefully $20. Let's see how this goes.
That's what I was gonna say right before you said that. Like I could see the only people like getting mad like or talking shit is if they know you're like way better than them, and you're going up before them.
Like I said, my experience, it was no talking shit. I was like,
Yeah,
that's fine.
you're
But when
different.
both of them advertised their specials, I was just in the back. I got my own head. I was just like, oh my God.
That happened to me once when I was at the Ontario Improv in Cali. When I was finally gonna have my spot, and I was like, oh yeah, and I was nervous because I was in front of there's Ontario Improv.
Yeah.
And the main guy that put everything together, he was supposed to go last and shit, but this other guy ate a dick, and I was like, oh shit, dude's eating a dick. All right, so I'm going after him. So all right, maybe I can't do worse than that. And the guy that hosted the whole thing was like, he took his opportunity, like, nah, I'll go after this guy. He killed the room, and he went in after and fucking just destroyed. And then when I went up, I died 4 out of 10, dog.
Because it was just one of those things where I was just like, I mean, it was just eruptions of laughter.
Yeah, that's how it
like
was,
just
dog.
boom, boom, boom. And then the next king comes up, and he just kills. And then they're like, are y'all ready for your feature? And I was like, these motherfuckers are not ready. They ready for the headliner. They are not.
But see, like in that situation, I was still kind of fresh out, and my mentality, I started thinking at that. But see, what you put out to the universe happens.
Oh yeah,
If you
I
already-
would have been prepared now. But
Yeah,
now,
man,
now I
but
would've
back
been
then
like,
I was the same way. I was
would've
like,
been prepared
if
now.
I knew what I knew now, I would have been like, man, fuck that. I'm still gonna do my shit.
like-
Yeah.
That's how I do now. I like this. And even then, if I'm in front of a killer, whatever happens, it's gonna make me better.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Oh, I'm riding the wave. If somebody destroys in front of me, I just ride the wave. My goal is like if someone kills, unless you headline, I feel like you gotta like go out there.
Yeah.
But if someone's killing, my mindset is like I just follow the wave. If I'm not up here like him, I'm just gonna just ride right there. It's still gonna be a great show, gonna be a great set, but no reason to change who I am. I'm trying to just keep up.
No,
I think
no,
we're all
Especially
different
like
too.
very energetic comedians. Like I'm more like stand, tell jokes.
Yeah.
But some people they move their body, they walk around the whole stage like that's just
Yeah,
not
some
me.
cats are like that.
That's what I think. Like our jokes are all different.
Yeah.
You know, nobody's stuff is the same. Like you said, some people are more energetic. Some people talk, just tell more jokes. But we all deliver our shit different.
Yeah.
If I got off stage and I was sweating hard, I'd be like, hey guys, I'm dying actually. This is
Nah, man.
I need to go to the emergency room, guys. This is
I just go with the mentality where it's just like, I don't know, everything's, as I gotten older and in my situations, everything's changed.
yeah.
Because now that when I go through a rough spot outside the stage, when I'm on it, I'm like, thank you. It's not more like, I don't use comedy to fucking get me stressed out, if that makes sense. It doesn't. Because my life is already full of that. So this is my only
Yeah.
place of refuge.
Yes.
Fun. I
So,
like
so it's like somebody's killing it. I'm like this. All right,
Yes.
I go like this. All right, let's see what I can do.
Yeah.
I don't go like, oh my God. I'm like this. I bet.
I'm just so happy for people when they kill too.
Me too.
Yeah.
Like I'm like I'd be so like excited. Like even if I'm there, I'm like, oh shit. Like
That's how I am, dog. That's why you see me on open mics, I never go outside. Not because I diss nobody does that shit. I know when people smoke weed or whatever the fuck, or they talk and get drunk or whatever, but I'm just watching everybody. And I get hyped. And I see a fucking joke. I see somebody take a joke, and I saw how it started, and then hit it first, and then they built it up into something. I go, fuck yeah. And then it hit, and I go, fuck, dude, I remember when you started that joke. He's like, yeah, and it was this, and it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I realized one thing now that I'm getting older, and Kevin Hart said this, and it makes sense. He said, if I give the energy I put out, if I don't get it back, I can't get mad at the person. That's just the way that they are.
Yeah.
I can't change who I am, but I can't sit there and expect the same person to give me the same love and energy I give them.
Yeah.
Because there's times I'm like, yeah, you kidding, and then he's just looking at me like, all right, man, like, yeah, man, thanks. I'm like, yeah, you did real good, that joke. All right, man. Fuck on, dog. And I'm like this, all right, man, all right, well. And I'm like this, all right, and then I know where I stand with that person.
Yeah.
I go like this,
Yeah.
all right, I'll cheer from you from afar, dog. And then, fuck you then. That's how I like this. I'm not mad. Like, it's cool. All right, fuck you, dog. That's how it's gonna be. And I've been in comedic circles in different situations in different states. Some comedians just like that, bro.
Yep.
You go like, hey man, fuck away from me, man. Like,
I've learned a lot of those comedians just have been screwed over, so they don't think it's genuine.
yeah, some of them think it's genuine, so they just kind of look at you like, or some of them, dog, they just assholes.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Some of them I've met, and I ain't gonna try to put nobody's name out there, but there's some comedians that go like, yeah, I don't want to be like you, dog. You just a bitter bitch. You a bitter
Dude,
bitch,
straight
dog.
up.
Oh, you thought?
I met some bitter. I'm like this.
Damn, man.
You a bitter bitch, and then like,
That headliner that never popped.
yeah,
Ah.
That
bitter bitch,
That
dog.
headliner that never popped. I'm not gonna lie, man. I from this side of the game, like
Yeah.
I don't see it. I understand, like I don't know their position, so I can never say. But like from this side of the game, if I can tour and I got a solid 45 to an hour, I think I'd be excited. Like
Me too,
I don't
dog.
think I
Yeah.
could ever like lose that like, and I don't know what that side's like. Like maybe they are doing 1,200 every weekend,
Yeah.
and that may that's not a lot of money. I mean it would be
me,
great
I'll
for me.
take- I'll take
I
that.
think I would
be
love
happy.
it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I can also see like that person that did this making 1,200, and that's what they doing for like 10 years plus, and then that headliner that I know is friends with Kevin Hart,
Yeah.
and they're like, I guess I'm only going to be here. I'm never going to be Kevin Hart, and I would hope not to be bitter, but like I could see it.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, but if you have the energy, it's only gonna.
But let me finish. I
Go
didn't
ahead.
cut you off.
Yeah.
This is only for the 1% that I have heard of or I have known of, hypothetically I know of.
Yeah.
They've kind of put themselves in that box where
Yeah.
they have fucked over the people that could have helped them.
Yeah.
And now those people that are up here are like, no.
Yeah.
Oh, he's still doing those 100-seaters? Oh, good for him.
Yeah.
He'll get Carnival. I'm sure he'll get Carnival.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Yeah,
Yeah.
usually in that case, man, if you're stuck in that rut for that long,
Yeah.
you did that to yourself, man.
It's
Either
only-
you're not being innovative, you're not networking right, you're just in your
Nope.
little comfortable space, and nothing grows from fucking
Yeah.
comfort.
You said bitter bitch, and then nobody
no.
wants to be around that energy. Dog.
Yeah.
No, I mean like I said, I'm not saying anything, but like they were that person at one point. Someone else got up there, and the way they treated them when they were right here, they're like, no, we're not helping that person.
Yeah.
Like, no, let
Yeah.
them do those 100-seater comedy clubs. Let them do
You
too
are-
much.
you know-
I'm not helping. Like, and that person will tell other people not to help that person, and then they're just stuck right there.
But that's their fault.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, exactly.
God never
That's
done
their
that to nobody. I've never been like, well, there's been situations
At our level, it wouldn't make sense.
and some comedians I didn't fucking care for, but guess what? When it came to, hey man, should we get this person?
Yeah.
I go, yeah, go ahead, get them.
Yep.
There's times I've hosted and I had to introduce the person that I know was talking shit about me behind my back, all kind of just being fucking a piece of shit. And guess what I did? Introduce him with the same energy I would the headliner.
Yep.
Didn't change my shit. Shook his hand like, y'all, this is a funny motherfucker. Did he coming up on the stage?
Yeah.
And I'm like this, shaking his hand. All right. And I know he's like, fuck you, Otis, you big-headed bitch. But I know he's saying that shit in
Doesn't
his
it
head.
catch you off guard though? Like at our level, doesn't it catch you off guard? Like someone have like a serious beef, and you be like, "Bro, we both are just trying to pop."
Yeah.
The same reels I post get 20 likes, like you get 20 likes. Why?
Yeah.
Where is this energy coming from?
And you don't, but that's the thing. When you're like full of that bitterness,
Yeah, bitterness.
you can't be happy for somebody else because you're not happy with yourself.
I tell a story. One of my favorite comedians, homeboy, still.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all follow comedian T-Link. Love the guy, man. One of the funniest guys I know.
Yeah.
He had an hour within a year doing stand-up. He had a good hour, not tight, good hour.
Ooh, that's
like
good.
a good hour.
takes a while to build that
Now
hour,
he has
right?
a tight hour,
Yeah.
but he had a good hour in 1 year. And just I remember one of my best friends in comedy, one of the greatest, literally my favorite comedian, Brandon Rainwater. Make sure y'all follow Brandon Rainwater. Brandon said, and he was not talking shit about T-Link in no way.
Yeah.
He's just a very professional comedian, headliner, love him to death. And he just goes, hey, you sure he has an hour? And I was like, I'm sure. And he was like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And then he saw T-Link and he was like, oh shit. Because it like, and like I said, Brandon, it was nothing negative. It's just like when someone has an hour the first year, it's just unheard of.
No, because that means you
He
right
also
really.
started in his late 40s, so like he had a bunch of life experience.
Oh, so he already had like, but
Yeah.
either way, to have that,
Yeah.
to have that shit, because it takes a while to build a 30-minute set that's fucking stacked up where you're
Yes.
like, bam, this is what, you know.
Yes. And it's one of those things till people see it, they don't believe it. But I'm saying, guys, make sure y'all follow comedian T-Link. The guys are killing it.
I think it's all the person, you know? Like
Yeah.
if you put in the amount of work that you need to learn to fucking do that, then yeah, you're gonna do it faster than you know, someone who's just kind of trying to figure it out without like
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's,
And as y'all see, I love shouting out my friends and like
Nothing wrong
people.
with that,
Friends, people that I find funny. Brandon Rainwater, man, like I said, my favorite comedian. He's a clean comedian, and I never forget I was talking to him, and I was like, hey man, why'd you choose to be clean? And Brandon was just like, man, it's just so many more opportunities. And
You
I
get
was
booked
like,
more,
and
yeah.
I was like, okay, money. You can just say money. And long story short, I was like, did you start out clean? He was like, no. And I said, why? And he was like, it just didn't feel like me.
okay.
And I thought that was like something I've always tried to keep back in my mind. Because like, we're really good friends too.
Yeah.
But I always keep it in my mind, like whatever joke I try to tell, whatever like I'm trying to work on, like does it sound like me? Because I think we've all done like jokes or we wrote jokes that like, it sounded funny, but like at the same time, like it just didn't come out like
Yeah,
me.
this been a couple for me. It's been cringe,
Yeah.
where it was funny to everybody else, but it wasn't funny to me. Like once I said it out loud, I was like this. Yeah,
I think for me it was like when I first started, and I would try to be like hype, and I was just saying the N word, and I was like, I would watch a video, and I'd be like, oh, I don't know who this guy is. All right, let's let's not do that. That's
why I don't diss no other comics for not doing that. It just ain't me.
yeah, it's just not me.
Yeah, I can't be like, yeah, I don't talk like that.
But the comedians that do it, they rip. Like they rip.
Of
the
course.
ones that like do like that's them. They rip.
yeah.
Yeah, and it's cool, but I ain't knocking it. It's just, for me, I think it's just more of a crutch, like a go-to jump shot. You know, always works. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's like Steph Curry being wide open for three,
Yeah.
saying the N-word for me. For a black comic, it's like this. All right, Nick,
Yeah.
and you just keep banking it, and it's always in front of, no matter what crowd it is, you're making them feel comfortable with that word, so they like, all right.
Okay.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, but that's just not the way I talk.
Yeah. It's not the way I want my stage presence to be a more exaggerated person than what you'll meet in real life.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
Like-
feel like that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
exactly, bro.
Like if you saw me on stage, it wouldn't be me, but it wouldn't exactly not be me. You know?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
heightened version of
Yes.
you.
Yeah, that's how I am, man. Like I don't talk like that, so if I'm being funny in a conversation, that's how I want to be when I'm on stage.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm talking to somebody like I know.
And from someone who can't use that word, I definitely feel like it's a crutch.
Yeah. So, another one of my homegirls in comedy, Jazz Skills. Make sure y'all follow Jazz Skills. Oh man, she's a killer. She's
Yeah.
from Greenville, South Carolina. Just murders. And I was talking to her one time when I went back home
Yeah.
on leave. She booked me for a show, and she still killed. Grace said she's still killing.
Yeah.
And I asked her, I was just like, you know, how do you keep up with all the energy? Because she's very much an energy comedian. Great punchline setup, but like a lot of energy. And she was just like, you know, like if I'm not being like moving on stage, she was just saying like she's not moving on stage, she's not like being herself. And I was like, that just goes back to what Brandon said. And I was just like, it's crazy how everybody finds that thing that they do, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, finding your voice is the
Yes.
thing. Some people find it early.
Yeah, I think part of it is finding yourself on stage.
Yeah.
You know, because it's weird. Like, it's just a weird fucking thing to be there and everybody's staring at you. And you got to get used to, like, feeling natural. And I feel like the more you do it, the more you're just like, this is what I do on stage. This is what I'm comfortable fucking doing. Like,
Yeah.
moving and, you know.
And another comedian, I didn't mean to name drop. I just want to make sure that if
Drop
I can
it, brother.
If I can get
Right.
to one follower, I'll try to get one follower. One of my homeboys, Jorge Pasandal. Make sure y'all follow Jorge Pasandal. Very funny comedian. He's oh man, he's Hispanic. He's gonna kill me. He's Peruvian, and he was just talking about like he wants to do comedy. He's gonna make sure he come out hopefully this year to check out the scene and stuff.
Oh, that's
and he was
cool.
like. He was like, I don't think he realized what he was saying, but he was like, hey man, what's it like for like Hispanic comedians in El Paso? And I was like, but it's totally different from South Carolina. Let me tell you, you're gonna be fine.
Is that where
Yeah,
he's at?
He's in South
Yeah.
Carolina. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be cool.
Yeah, I was like,
He ain't got nothing to worry
I
about.
was just like, buddy, listen, I think you need to look at a map. I think
Yeah, I think he'll
if you
be
do
all
one,
right.
do one quick Google search, and I think you'll like, oh yeah, this is.
Nah, you straight, dog.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. Like, I think also your jokes also depend on your demographic.
Yes.
So like honestly, like there's some jokes that you could do here in El Paso, that you go somewhere else, they're like, what the hell what you talking about?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's some El Paso, I love El Paso, but there's sometimes if you get stuck here for too long, your jokes will get kind of for the region. You feel me?
Yeah.
And you'll kind of like
regional jokes.
yeah, and then you'll lose yourself where it's just like you can't carry that other places.
Yeah.
Cause unless there's other
Yeah.
maybe a large Hispanic community.
Oh, it's like the New York comedians that make jokes about the train.
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
people are like okay, I never been there.
Yeah. If
Yes.
they would come down to the South, and I'm talking about headlines, and they'll make jokes about the train, and then like now they know not like I've seen a lot of headlines after they come down like, oh yeah, that's right, you guys don't know anything about the train, and then when they come back down to the South, they would like modify that set a little bit.
That's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say. Yeah, because there's a craft part of the shit.
Yeah.
So if you're crafty enough,
Yeah.
you can fucking change up your jokes to where they'll still work.
Yeah.
Like me and Steve were talking before the podcast. Like you can still you can't make COVID jokes anymore, but you can like move those jokes around. Like I had a COVID joke, and now I just changed it to when I used to be poor, and then I just still say the joke instead of
Oh,
saying
okay,
back
switch it
during
up.
COVID. I would say back when I was poor. Same timeline.
Yeah. I hear you.
Yeah, I had that joke about growing up around Mexican or growing up around in El Paso,
Mm.
and I had to change it when I changed it when I went to Minnesota to just growing up around Mexicans, and it
Oh,
still
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
worked.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you switch it up. That's it. That's the being a chameleon
Yeah.
and adapting to your environment type thing.
Yeah.
And I think with comedy, I think you have to kind of do that, bro. Because some things you get stuck, and then you keep repeating it. And I hate to say this, but sometimes you repeat the same joke
Yeah.
or kind of the same premise of somebody else. Because you know what I mean. And I love El Paso. I'm gonna say this, but I love El Paso. But sometimes you hear the same chancla, horchata, and nothing wrong with it. But nobody comes with nothing different. I go like, okay, you're saying pretty much the same joke, but different. Like you're.
Yeah, it's not changed and it's not original
changed.
enough.
It's not original.
you.
Oh yeah,
It's
Yeah.
kind of like.
that's everywhere. That's
Yeah,
everywhere.
It's everywhere. For
It's
sure.
everywhere. Like it's
Yeah.
like going like somewhere down south, and you were talking about, yeah, man, you know, motherfucking fried chicken, this and this, and like, all right, man, like,
we share the same premises, but usually a good comedian's gonna fucking make it their own, and then that's when it's different. But some of them, like you're saying, they don't change it enough to where it's way too similar to the other person's fucking.
For me, it's
joke
more
in that
about
premise.
like
Yeah.
true stories and amplifying them. Because no one can ever tell a true story the way you told it.
Yeah,
that's true.
If someone's telling a true story and it's too close to yours, I'm like, all right, come on.
That's the same thing like with opinions too, you know,
Yeah.
because it's your opinion is pretty much you.
Yes.
So and your jokes are a version of your opinion on that subject.
Yes.
That's true.
Yes, that's why every time someone makes a black joke, I'll be like, you might mean that shit.
Ah,
Well, what's everybody's go-to though, bro? Like, don't
Here.
They
I
just
know-
gotta be good.
But the thing, this is
Yeah,
the
that's how I
only
feel
thing.
too.
Yeah.
This is the only thing that bothers me about black jokes. And then people, because me, Chris Johnson, me and him make the same face sometimes. We be at open mic or something like this. Everybody's like, "Yeah, black people, blah blah, don't take care of their kids and watermelon slicing." Everybody's like, but then when it's about some other race, like, "Hey, wait a minute, man, that's a little bit
Yes.
offensive."
Oh, they do white people too.
Yeah,
No,
but I've read,
but they will apologize.
yeah,
They'll be like, sorry, white lady.
yeah, I've seen it where they
Yeah, you're
apologize,
right.
or
They do it every time. They apologize. Sorry about that white lady.
but the black dude like this, yeah, Tyrone, just eat it, man. Yeah. What else? Yeah. And I'm like, and nothing wrong with it, but if they, and some of the anti-woke people, they're like, yeah, anti-woke, anti-blah, blah, blah, blah. But then when you talk about their political figure or something, wait a minute, man, that's not cool. I'm like this.
That's how it goes.
I'm
yeah.
like this. Nah, motherfucker, jokes are for everybody. You can't sit there and make a black joke, but then I talk about your homie over here, and you go, no, man, what the, but you over here
Yeah.
clowning on black people, and I was like, I was a good sport. I was like, all right, that's a good one. I was like this, oh yeah, okay, I take it up like this, that's a good one. But when it comes to your shit, wait a minute, man, you can't talk about midgets like that. My wife's a midget. I'm like, fuck you, bitch.
That's
Your
how
wife-
like especially with politics, that's how politics goes.
Yeah, I'm like, you,
Yeah.
are you going all sensitive? But it's not fair, man. So I took you talk about black people for like an hour. You drop the N word, and I let you slide with that. But I talk about your midget wife, and all of a sudden you have, no man, she can't help. She was born that way. I'm like, and you were born an idiot. So what the fuck? I tolerate it. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing about the black jokes. It's when it's repetitive and everybody repeats pretty much the same black joke.
The generic stereotype.
Yeah, it's like this. Yeah, black people, man. Have you seen your dad? Huh?
It's
And
not
I'm
a
like
clever
this.
turn, yeah.
And I'm like this. That's the best you got, dog? Yeah.
yeah.
And I'm like this. And I'm like, at least be creative with it. When somebody comes with something different, I think that
Well, that's what it is. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just
I
got to
think-
be creative.
yeah,
it's got to
that-
be good.
I think the one I
Who?
can't repeat the joke because I can't remember it now. But the only person I know that had a fucking cool ass joke was Jacob, but he didn't repeat it anymore. He talked about black people, and he said something about pandas being black and white or some shit like that. But a ski mask being inside out.
Yeah, I know this joke.
Yeah, some stupid, but it was funny because I was like, that's different. And me and Chris Johnson were like, all right, that's different. He was racist, but it was still like, I was like, see, at least he did something different. You know what I'm saying? I respected it. Not the same old, hey, man. And then some of the crowd work, hey, who's in here black, man? I'm here black people. Yeah, man. And I'm like, that's what you.
Well, that's what Chris Johnson did that shit all the time.
No, Chris Johnson was. Well, Chris Johnson, you remind me a lot of my
Whatever.
friend Barry, dog. You guys have the same mannerisms, and y'all talk the same,
Okay.
like monotone and shit, to the point where you can't tell if they're like upset or not, or when they're being serious or not. Because my friend Barry is the same way. I grew up with him through middle school, and you guys have the same cadence and everything. Like he'll walk into a room, he won't announce himself. One time I was in San Antonio, when me and my girl was sitting there, and we were waiting for him to come up to the restaurant. This dude, instead of coming the front way, he saw us, went around, and came back at the table and just sat down. My girlfriend didn't know who he was. So I'm sitting there talking, I'm looking this way to see if he's coming. He comes the other way and sits down and goes like, what's up, man? And I'm like this. Hey, and my girl's like, I'm like, this is my friend Barry. He's like, well, how y'all doing, man? Y'all good? I'm
Why
like,
did he do that? Like a ninja?
yeah, but he
Yeah,
talks.
that's some scary
But
shit.
he talks just like he does. Like you had the monotone voice like that. He was just like this. What's up, man? Good. Yeah. Long time no see. And then I told him I've been working out and shit like that. And this is how he leaves like this. Oh man, you said you've been working out. I thought you were gonna be all swole or something.
Nah, damn, that's
You just look kind of normal to me. I was like this.
Damn.
I was like, all right, man, but I slimmed down. I used to. Yeah, I didn't say nothing about him because he gained weight, but I didn't say nothing to him. He's just like, yeah, man, I just thought you'd be bigger than you were, but the way you described yourself. But
On that tip, real quick, how come they keep using your chubby pictures in the flyers, bro?
I don't know, dog. They can't find it. I guess I should have sent him the headshot. I sent him a headshot. They keep using the same. But,
you
like,
saw that shit too?
yeah, I was just like this. Whatever, man. I was pretty big back then. So people go, "Oh, you weren't that big," and then they say, "Oh, they good." They see an old headshot. They're like, "Damn."
They see it, they're like, I thought Otis was working out, man. What happened?
That type 2 Otis?
Yeah.
I have like a headshot of me like with a big ass beard and like a little fro.
Yeah.
And I'm like that headshot.
I would like to see that one.
It's been thrown away. I'm like that.
I want to see
That
that.
sounds like a good look.
I like to see that one, bro.
Just show up to the show, be like, yeah, that was days over. Like,
I thought that'd be more recent, but hey, I'll take it, dog. Either way,
Yeah.
But it's funny, especially with the South Padre one.
Yeah.
That one I was like this.
yeah, you guys been putting the work in on the road.
Oh no, but dude, that was the way I looked because I was so fat. But then I had a round ass face, but I always wear small ass glasses, so it made it even worse.
Okay.
Because my glasses they fit my face now. Before I had small little fucking Sherlock Holmes type motherfucking glasses, and my fucking face and head were huge, so I looked like a fucking Mr. Potato Head. Basically, dog, and you go like this. Damn, you got a lot on his mind. You're like thinking about something. Hey man, can you tell me what the lotto numbers are gonna be next week, Otis? I know you know. Fuck you. Fuck you.
So I want to get your opinion on something like
Yeah.
that. Like, okay, let's say you get your first like tour, like you got your first opportunity to do a tour.
Yeah.
What would you like? What side of the United States would you want, or would it not matter? Like you're doing 10 cities.
Wouldn't matter, dog. If I had a choice though.
Yes.
Oh,
if
yeah,
you have a
that's
choice.
different.
That's different.
That's
I
what
have
I
a
mean, if you
choice.
had a choice.
Oh, a choice. But if he say, hey man, you going to
Yeah,
Idaho?
of course, anywhere.
Yeah,
Like,
I'll take it.
but if you could choose it,
If I could choose it, dude, I would start for me, because I always wanted to go to New York.
Yeah.
So it would start from New York all the way down. I'll be like New York, New Jersey, Chicago,
Well, then yeah, you got to go in the Midwest.
yeah,
then if you're
Midwest,
going-
Cleveland, Kansas, Florida, of course, your state, South Carolina, North Carolina. Man, I would hit every state that I could, and then maybe the last one would be Montana somewhere, because I know it'd be some racist.
That's on the
motherfuckers
other
that
side,
want me there.
though.
Yeah.
What about you, Steve?
Criteria would have to like fit into it because like I want if we got to do like the East, then I want to hit fucking like New York, Boston, all those fucking big like East Coast cities and shit. If I could go down to Florida too, I'll hit fucking Florida.
Yeah,
That'd be dope.
But the Mecca's a comedy.
But if we're doing around there, and also like you said, if we're cutting over, then I want to hit Chicago too, and some of those. But if it's West, whole West Coast.
Oh yeah, dog. It'd be a
Vancouver, Washington, not just Seattle, because there's also
Vancouver,
Spokane,
right?
there's also like Portland and all this shit. So that whole West Coast, that part, I already know I could kill because I know a lot of this shit. All the way down, San Diego.
For you, I mean, wouldn't it be a thing where you could step on a stage where you saw one of the comics that you grew up watching?
Yeah, it'd be amazing.
That'd be honestly.
hell yeah.
I don't think I could hold back my emotion. Like, what would you do though? Like, I'm gonna ask, what would you start if you had a choice?
Like if I could choose a tour,
Yeah.
it'd be the Southeast. It would. Of course, I would like to do one in New York, but I would definitely do Southeast. I really feel like building up a territory that like loves you and loves your comedy, and then let them express the rest of the world. I'd show like the rest of the United States who you are, instead of like trying to like go out and try to get these pockets, sell enough tickets, that way I can come back through, sell another bunch of tickets, and then like those people tell more people about me, and then I can branch out. I feel like you get one, like the Southeast, Northeast, wherever you are, be famous where you are, and then open up.
Yeah.
That way, like,
That's what everybody says, like that's the way.
yes.
Yeah.
So first tour for you guys, how do y'all feel about, would you try to do 100 seaters? That way you feel like, all right, I sold it out. I can put on the flyer, hey, sold out. I can show promoters I sold out. Or would you feel more comfortable doing like 200 seaters, 300 seaters? You don't sell out, but you still get the tour that way.
Honestly, the way I were to start off, if I had a choice, would be more intimate with the 100 seaters.
Yeah, me too.
Because I like intimate comedy anyway.
With that, and like I feel like being able to tell a promoter or booker, hey, I sold this out.
Yeah.
I feel like that carries more weight.
I would do the smaller venues, the 100 seaters, even if it's less. Fucking slam pack them things, and just turn it out and film every single one. So you just get so many good reactions of this like packed fucking crowd.
Yeah, especially
And, like the energy is gonna be fucking huge when it's like packed like that too.
And plus, I think it's harder. It's better when it's limited.
Yeah.
You feel me? When something's harder
Well, I
to
love
get.
intimate shows.
Yeah, the rarity.
Well,
If I was
let-
ever doing a special, I would want it to be intimate.
Yeah, but so I'm saying when it's limited though, people appreciate it more.
Yeah.
You
Think
feel me?
so?
Yeah,
rare.
because when you like, oh, I tried it's sold out, bro. And people, man, the next one I gotta go.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
marketing shit's like
Yeah,
that.
that's what I
That's
mean.
how you
Yeah,
sell
It's
products.
like, but people appreciate it more when it's all everywhere. And I can go whenever I want.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's not as special.
Yeah, it's not special. When you like, yo, I gotta get these seats right now because only 100 seats.
Yeah.
I gotta jump on this like right now.
Yeah.
Because I would do that. I'd be like, well, Mike Epps is coming or whatever, 100 seats. And you got to hurry up and get up on there before they sell out. The thrill of, as a consumer, I would love to do. It's like trying to get shoes. Like I try to get a certain J's, and you sitting there trying to beat the bots, and you don't beat the bots, bro, and it pisses you off. But you get up at 10 in the morning trying to order them shoes.
Yeah.
Kind of the same thing.
Who would be like your top 3 comics you'd want to hang out with, alive, not dead?
Alive?
Yeah.
That's easy.
Like who would be number 1, like in order, like?
Oh, easy. T-Link, Brandon Rainwater, and
But you already know these guys.
I thought you meant like just hang out with them.
I meant like people you don't know.
Oh,
that
yeah, I
you-
don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't.
That's all good. People I don't know. I think I would definitely Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Just to see if he's still that guy like off stage. Kevin Hart, because like you gotta like, I feel like you can just learn so much. Not of course comedy, but just like the business wise. Like I was just like pick his brain business wise. And third I would have to go with. Man, boy, this is tough. That's a tough question.
Right.
The third one, it would have to be. It gotta be Chris Rock.
Chris Rock?
Yeah.
Wait, so it was Chappelle first, and then Kevin Hart, and then Chris Rock.
Yes.
Okay.
And Chris Rock is just mostly because he's like the person that really, of course it was Richard Pryor and I listened to Red Fox, but Chris Rock was the one that was like, oh shit, I can do comedy. Like this makes sense. Like this is the way I would tell a story. Like this is okay.
Yeah, bring the pain.
Who would
my
you
friend.
do?
Me, man, that's a hard one because I looked up to so many, man. But I honestly do. I think one of the ones, and this is, I'd probably be like, even though he's not really, I guess he is a touring comic, but he doesn't really go on the road like that. Adam Sandler.
Oh yeah, okay.
It's just how he, like the business aspect of it. Just he's comedically sound, but just how the business of it, how he brings his friends into the mix. How he has that center, that foundation.
I love that. Everybody loves that.
Yeah, it's that foundation he has. That's why I'm like, how do you do that, bro? Where he's solid.
Oh yeah, plus if he like you, boy, you gonna be in some horrible movies.
But either way, he looks out for people, bro. You would never. He doesn't have to.
His friends eat.
Yeah, and then I like the fact that he goes out and he's always himself. Like he doesn't try to dress up or nothing. He just, you know what I'm saying? It's to the point where it's just like I don't really care. Like and he keeps, but what you see is what you get.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like Mike Epps is the
real.
same way. Like I saw his show.
His recent one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
I liked it, bro,
I haven't
because
watched it yet.
everybody, Mike Epps always is the same. No. But the thing is, Mike Epps is what you see, what you get. It's like if the recipe's good, why am I going to change it? And the thing was different about this special that I appreciated so much is that at the end it got emotional, dog.
Yeah.
He told his story of how he fucking took L's.
Yeah.
He's like, you know how many fucking L's I took? And he explained the fucking L's he took.
He had to get humble, right?
Yeah, he's like this. I was in my sister's basement, man. I took L's. And my sister, he like, when like him and Kevin Hart, I respect a lot because at the end of their special, they got emotional.
Yeah.
Because you saw that's what it wasn't an easy road.
Yeah.
That's what I respect about Ali Sadiq's last couple specials.
Dude, he's genuine as fuck, bro. The thing is about El Sadiq that I like, and I wish I was more like him when it came to that aspect, clapback.
Yeah.
He don't take no shit off nobody, bro. He's humble as fuck, but as soon as you be like, he like, nah, motherfucker, we ain't doing this. And he's been through the hardest shit. When you in jail time, almost getting shanked up and shit like that, all that comedic bullshit don't matter to him. He like this, but he'll check you and he'll approach you though. He'll might say it on a live or something, but he won't go like start talking shit. He'd be like, I'm gonna see you and we'll talk this out.
Yeah.
When I see you, and then see if you have that same energy towards me.
Damn.
And you sitting there like this. I respect it. You know what I'm saying? I wish I was more like that because I'm getting older and this is I tell him this is a year to clap back for me, bro. Respectfully though, I'm not gonna go around. I don't do that.
We're friends on Facebook.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. But you know what I'm talking about, bro. You saw.
Yeah, I see.
It's like this. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, okay, man, and because some people.
And I have no idea, and to be honest, from my side, I have no idea. But then every time I look at it, I'm like, whoever this is meant for, they see it.
Yeah, but it's like.
Whoever this is meant for, they have seen it.
But you know what I'm talking about. It's like it's somebody coming at you, because a lot of people use sarcasm as a disguise. That's how they really feel.
Yeah.
So they go like, yeah, you and your little comedy, you and your little, and you sitting there like
saying
this.
that shit. Yeah.
And you're like, and then sometimes you go, okay, but then they keep doing it because they go, oh, he ain't gonna do nothing. Michael ain't gonna do nothing.
Especially the you still doing this.
Yeah.
The you still doing it people are like that. That should be hurting.
Yeah.
Cause they be like, especially if those were the ones that supported you the most in the beginning.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, man, you still doing it? Like, damn. Yeah.
Yeah, there's people like, honestly, dude, there's people that kind of.
Especially if they sound concerned.
Yeah,
When
go
they
like,
sound concerned, I'm like, come on, man, I'm not doing improv. Calm down. Like,
yeah, it's a grind, bro. It's like, hey,
no
what's this-
offense to improv. Like,
But like I said, everybody's journey's different.
Yeah.
But it's like, I love comedy so much, bro. Like, I don't really, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know eventually, and not to get too religious, God's going to put me in the place I need to be.
Yeah.
I don't doubt that in my mind. I wake up every morning like this. God's going to put me in the right place.
all right, let's get these clicks, guys. All right, so I feel like
Yeah.
these Otis killer, Steve's a killer. When do you think open mic comedians find out they're open mic comedians?
I don't think they ever do, bro.
They do. I promise. Something clicks. I've seen it.
When?
I
haven't seen it here.
I'm not. No, okay, I'm not talking about here. But I've seen it. And every time I've seen it, God bless these folks.
Yeah.
It's like one day they'll go on Facebook or Instagram and they'll make a post saying, "All right, I officially quit comedy." And I just don't. And I immediately hit those people up and I go, "Do not read the comments." Every time someone has been on like a quit comedy, like they were like open micer, the comments have never been good. One person put a comment saying, "You did comedy?
Damn, that's funny.
You've been
Fucking
doing,
holy shit.
What shows were you doing?" And then it was just a list.
But you know what make it worse, dog? If you go like this, I quit comedy, and you got no comments. That'll hurt more.
Oh.
If you go like this, I'm quitting comedy, guys, and your comment section was at 0, and nobody replied to your shit, like they didn't even care. Cause the point, that's even worse. That's like doing this. That's like doing a set and getting no reaction.
I don't know, man. I feel like that would have been way better for their mental health.
No, that would hurt me worse. If I go like this, I'm quitting something, and it be like this, and nobody reply to your shit.
Have you seen the comedians that quit every week though?
Yeah,
I've seen comedians quit and then like somebody feel sorry for them and they get like a great booking and they be like, "I'm back," and I'm like, "All right, this is you've done this a couple times."
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a call for
This
attention.
is a
Fucking pity
strategy
thing, yeah.
thing. Like
Yeah. Well, we had a certain comic did the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm quitting comedy,
We
man.
were talking about him earlier.
Yeah. And the thing is, he's like, yeah, we quit comedy, but he just wanted the attention. He admitted it. He's like, he just wanted to be like somebody go like this. Nah, man, don't stop. Why you doing it? But if you go like this, yeah, go ahead and quit, man.
Yeah, we reversed it on him.
The ones that I've seen it though, like it worked. Like it's worked for them. I mean, it works and then they don't get booked anymore. But like I've seen it. I mean, I'm talking about like getting big bookings too. Like a booking that I was like, oh, good for them. And then like other people, like I don't think they were prepared for it. And then they found out they weren't prepared.
But yeah, if it works out for you, but at least if you're,
I just don't want a booking I'm not prepared for.
no, nobody wants that, bro. You can't sit there and like, you take a chance.
Yeah, that's.
Take
Yeah,
a
because you're
chance,
not
bro.
gonna. Yeah, even if you know you're not prepared for it, you're gonna be prepared for it because you're not gonna give that up.
I mean, right now, yes, but I'm talking about like when I first started.
Oh, yeah.
Like when I first started, no, I was like,
But even
Even
then, you still got to
yeah.
jump. You still got to jump without a parachute.
I respected comedy too much. Like if I knew I just had a hot 5 minutes and someone was like, "I want to book you for 20," I'm like, man, listen.
But then it's like, how much time do you have in between now till that 20 that you need to have?
I
You
get
know what I
it,
mean?
bro.
So
I
you
honestly
figure it
do.
out.
Like,
You figure it out, yeah.
somebody told me, "Hey, man, I need you to feature," and they were like, "You got 20 minutes?" I didn't, but I still said I had it. I was like this, yeah, and I was like this, and man, by Lord's grace, I stretched them 5 minutes into 19. I got 19 out of it. I don't know how I did it, bro, because I started with my material, I worked it. Luckily, there was some crowd work in there.
Hell yeah, it was a crowd.
So crowd work in there, but then I just started coming up with these jokes on the fly.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it got me through, bro. I don't know how I did it. I was scared to death. Cause I was like, all right, man, you up, man? And I was like, and I knew I only had 5 to 8 minutes max, bro.
I think that's the God universe thing, you know? Like if you're willing to take that jump, God universe ain't gonna leave you hanging, man. You're gonna be all right.
Especially if you're coming from a genuine place, dog.
Yeah.
It'll work
Yeah,
out for you,
yes.
man.
Yeah.
I've seen it, but I've seen it for so many comedians. Like I don't mean I name drop because like I really and like I'll name drop you guys. I name drop LPS. I love name dropping, but like I just feel like good people in comedy and good and funny people in comedy deserve their flowers.
I appreciate it. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to do it when they're gone. Because
When you
everybody
see
do that
them
when they're gone.
pop, you just like I've seen people pop and like people I thought would be genuinely happy for someone be talking shit. And I'm like, how? Excuse me, like I'll just be like, how? Like how? If y'all were this close and now like, if it took that little of a thing for y'all to go like this, I've seen people been like close, started comedy together.
Yeah.
This person goes on the road. He does not take that person on the road with them. Not because they're not cool, not because they're not homeboys. He literally just goes, hey man, you're not ready to go on the road. We already did 2 weekends together. The crowd wasn't feeling you. Just working your set. We'll get back together.
Yeah, you don't take that personal, man.
No.
That's all it took. Start talking shit, start spreading rumors, and you just be like, it's just eye-opening. Now that person's even way more famous, and that person, God bless him.
No, you don't do that
But
because they're looking out for you in a way,
I
bro.
think when that happens, That
And
was
all
already
he had to
there.
do was just get, like, punch up his set,
Yeah.
and he could have been back on the road again.
No, you don't take
He-
it like
he
that. You
just
just
started
go
talking
like,
shit,
I-
trying to
I-
spread rumors, trying to spread lies.
Sometimes
Now
you
this
gotta swallow
person's
that shit
even
and be
more
like-
up here, and that person, I don't even think they do comedy anymore.
no, if somebody came at me like that and he was genuinely my friend, I know he'd be looking out for me. He'd be like, hey, man, can't take you. You need to sharpen this up. You need, and I'm like, all right, man, bet.
Yeah.
Let me go to open mics. Let me try to work this stuff out.
Yeah.
Next time I'll holler at you.
There was some. That's the only thing I know for sure. But I said, because if you're going to like, let's say we do one of your headline and feature, whatever. Whoever's headlining, if your feature is, let's say they out there doing some wild stuff, and it comes back on you.
Yeah.
So
It's kind of like
if you
DMX and Belly, dog.
Yeah, if
It's
you're-
like, this your man?
yeah,
This your man?
yes.
This your man? That's your man?
If the club owner comes up to you and be like, "Hey man, your friend just threw up everywhere," and that comes back on you.
Yeah.
And then he comes and, "Hey, he's throwing up again. It's another night." And
Yeah, it's kind of like, but that, like I said,
that would hurt though, man.
it
Like,
would hurt, but at
It would
least,
hurt, but you
at
gotta
least they took
understand.
you on the road. You got to experience it. If you took that L, it's how you deal with it. You go,
Mm-hmm.
okay, all right, I'm gonna get better from this. You don't look at it and go, oh, come on. You go like this. All right, my man's telling me this. All right, I gotta get better.
I like the. Like I said, I won't mention no names, but I
Yeah.
think the best one I've ever seen was a clean comedian started with another comedian. The other comedian's not clean, and the clean comedian pops. He's about to, he's doing shows like everything's
Yeah.
going out, and the one that's not clean goes, "Hey man, if you need a feature, let me know." And he goes, "Hey man, we on two different roads." And the dirty comedian just goes, no, not dirty, but unclean comedian goes, "I know, man, I know." Like,
That's what it is.
like they still cool. Everybody's still.
Yeah.
And that
he
dirty
understands.
comedian, he's on the road now too. So
Yeah.
it's just, but I just like the fact that like, everybody just knew like that's their lane, and like that's a sign of like, all right, we still cool. Like
Yeah,
nothing
it's just
changed.
respect. It's a sign of respect, bro.
Yes.
You just kind of know.
Yeah,
If you're really homies like that,
When I can't take you no church shows. Like this is
no, you can't. You can't,
well
man.
the fat the plus size like you can't have that at the church show. You know?
No, man. But honestly, like you wanna, because if I had the opportunity, I always, a little that I have, I'm not a big fish or anything, but if I have opportunities to have you or anybody else on the show, I try to do that, bro.
I appreciate it.
I try to do it only because if you're funny, I'm gonna have you on, because and honestly, like, I know the grind of it, bro. I know, bro. It sucks, man.
So
Like,
when y'all headliners, because I know you're gonna be headliners one day, what would you guys want? You say you're doing, let's say you're doing you're pushing good tickets. So
Yeah.
you're doing 3 shows a night, because that's when you know you're pushing good tickets. Not
Yeah.
the beginning, but like later on, you're pushing three shows a night. Do you want to do an ultra late show or do you want to do a 3 p.m. show? I'm old, so I'm doing the 3 p.m. show.
but are there 3 p.m. shows?
Yeah.
I never know those existed. I thought every show started around like.
Gary Owen has done a 3 p.m. show. Darren Big Baby Brand, I believe. Yeah, Darren Brand. But yeah, he did 3 p.m.
What's the late show? What time's that one?
Like midnight.
That's when it starts?
Yeah.
I never heard no show starting on midnight.
At least maybe it's an East Coast thing, but I've definitely seen
Yeah,
like
it's
3.
East Coast, because here it's 7, 8
Like,
o'clock.
but
at
this is
most.
like when you like selling, pushing tickets.
Yeah,
Because
you-
normally it's like, so normally it's like 2 shows a night. But like when you push, I put it like this, it's like the comedians right before they choose to do theaters, like selling tickets like that.
Yeah.
Like those ticket sales.
So if you
Like-
start at midnight, that
Yeah,
means
you
you're
get
gonna
out
you're on
till-
at 1,
Yeah.
right? And then
Yeah,
you're
pretty
on
much.
for that hour till
Yeah.
2, right? Nah, the crowd's gonna be tired. You're gonna be
Yeah.
fucking tired. I'd go for the
Yeah.
early.
Yeah, I go for early too, but I just didn't
But those
know.
are the real ticket sellers, right? If I, because those are like everyone I've seen do those kind of ticket sales, you know that next tour is a theater. Like ain't no way no one's still doing that
See,
twice.
You know, like from the podcasts that I listen to and shit, and they talk about how they like do their year, you know?
Yeah.
And this is like Mark Norman and Sam Morril and shit, and they talk about like they'll start it off with all club dates, and it's because they're working out their new shit, you
Yeah.
know? And then towards the like middle-ish, they've got their shit worked. Their hour is like pretty much hammered in there. So now they start hitting theaters.
Yep.
And they end the year off in theaters.
Bro,
And the last like 2 to 4 shows are filmed for their special.
Sam's a murderer, bro.
Oh yeah.
Sam Morril, bro.
I haven't seen him like live.
Bro,
Yeah.
I've watched the specials.
murders, bro. I love the way he writes.
Yeah.
I love the way he writes.
The thing is because when we talked to Josh, Josh Stretch, and they Julian. They have done like where they had a spot at a theater show,
Yeah.
and they said it's different.
Yeah, Nico was telling me about it too.
Yeah, Nico's like,
Yeah.
it's like a wave. Like it's not like, well, intimate. You feel it. And you say, it's like it kind of like that, and it comes back at you.
Yep.
And I was like, I've never been in the theater and had a laugh and had it come back. He said you got to kind of wait for it a little bit. Kind of comes like that. That's what somebody told me. I was like, for real? It's like, yeah, dog, when you make people laugh, when it's a theater show, and then like there's a big screen, so yeah, they know if you're talking to somebody in the audience and they'll pan to them. But if it's just they don't have that option, the people in the back don't know who the fuck you talking to.
Yep.
If you don't have that option, like you do.
So you can hear the laugh start and go.
Yeah, he was saying like they come like that, and it's like a big wave and comes back.
That's interesting.
And I was like, wow, because I never experienced that. You ever done a theater show?
Nah, not yet.
No, like me either. I'm waiting to do that.
I have done. Yes, I have done a
Did it? How was it?
Oh my boy, let me tell you, this comedian is famous as hell now. She is tours everywhere.
Yeah.
But when I was on that show with her, she was not that person yet.
Yeah.
It was a 600 seater, and all 30 people there enjoyed the show.
30?
All 30 people.
Damn. But how was it even? Was the laughs kind of like that? Even though it was kind of...
Nope, it sounded like 30 people in a room that fits 600.
Oh, no.
But she is like amazing.
Oh, what?
Amazing.
Well, you got to start off that way, I guess,
No,
you know?
I'm so proud of her, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I always wanted to kind of... And I know one day it'll happen where I
She
can do it.
is super successful.
Who is it? Someone we
Shelly
know?
Belly. Y'all guys
Shelly
make sure
Belly.
y'all follow Shelly Belly.
Shelly Belly?
She kills.
Yeah.
One of the funniest, very funny. Very, very funny.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for all the success.
Yeah.
She put the work in, bro. Promotion, working on her craft. Like Shelly Belly, make sure y'all follow Shelly Belly.
Oh, yeah, because you had to... She probably was...
She put the work in.
Oh, so she had to pretty much promote herself.
She already had the following from social media, and she just worked on her set, and from there she just like, hey, hitting up comedy clubs, she just put the work in, and everything she got, she deserves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Good.
You got to start off that way, even though like
Yeah.
maybe at that time it was a 600-seater 30, and now it's just the work, but
Yes.
now it's a full house.
Yes.
So it's just one of those things. You see
And
it
she
with
tours
artists.
almost every weekend. Almost every weekend.
Yeah.
Yes.
Damn, man.
She's like I said, she's hilarious too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So when it comes to like private gigs, would you guys be up to doing cruises, or you guys don't really fuck with the water? I mean, mess with the water.
I wouldn't
do
care
that
either.
shit. You get paid.
Yeah, I would do cruises.
Yeah.
Now, I think for me it'd be like they'd be like, cause you got to type everything up. So, cause I know a few comedians that do cruises, and they pretty much you have to type up your set. You have to have a 30 minutes dirty, 30 minutes clean, and I've talked to a lot of them, and they be like, your dirty can technically just be a clean set.
Really?
It can do. You don't literally have to be like out there cursing. Like it can be more raunchy, but like you don't have to make it super dirty. Like
Oh, you can still get to
Yeah,
the
it can-
punchlines
I
without
like
Yeah.
PG-13. Yeah.
Because what's
it
his name?
can't technically be the same set, but it can have hints of the same set. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it makes
my
sense.
boy Drew Thomas is telling me the same thing. Who else did the cruises?
Carnival.
Yeah, he was telling me also that you can't drink on there. Like
Hell no, you working.
you're working, so
You
you
can't
can't
drink.
drink.
You can't be all. You can take pictures with people, but you can't be like hanging out. Like
Yeah, you can't hang out with people like the staff or nothing. You got to basically stay in your room.
yeah, pretty much. You can come out to eat. You can do a little workout, but like you still like an employee.
That
Yeah.
money must be worth it then, you know?
Well, if you look at it, depending on how long you do it, 'cause I don't know how many cruises you do, but you ain't spending none of the money. You got room and board.
No money.
You're good. You're
You're
just
sitting there
stacking it,
and
bro.
you can't talk to nobody. You can't drink, so you sitting there like, man, I would get.
You're stacking a good amount too, from
You're
what I
stacking,
heard.
like-
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'll come out there. That's probably what I do now besides working. That'd
Yeah.
be easy for me. I don't drink. I just go home, go work, go to some comedy, go back home.
And your job would like how many shows a night are you doing on the cruise? You know?
Should just be 2 shows a night, the clean and dirty. And that's it.
You're working fucking 2 hours a night, bro.
Yeah. That's literally less than like if you were like touring.
Yeah, and you got to stick to the script, so
Yes.
it's like, you know what I mean? You're just like, all right, let's run this autopilot.
Yes.
Pretty much, though.
Yeah.
Man, you stay there and chill.
But they say it does like it kind of stiffens your comedy because you're not doing nothing new. Like you're staying
Sure.
to that script.
That's when it's a job.
Yeah, they said that's the only downside. Like there is no like, oh, I'm gonna try this tonight. It's like, no, you're gonna do X, Y, Z.
Oh, is there any crowd work?
I mean, if it's a part of your set, you know it is.
Yeah.
Like crowd work, you already know the direction you're going.
Oh, kind of
You
like
can do that, but like it's no like, let me try this tonight. You know,
Oh, you got to stick to the script.
like they're pretty hardcore about that apparently. Like,
Yeah, I heard that too.
That'd be
like
easy
they're
work for me.
very.
Yeah.
That'd be easy work for me. If I stick to a script and you just
For the money.
yeah
For the money,
and then all I gotta do is eat and go to the gym. It's a wrap, dog.
Yes.
Yeah, there's internet on there, so you
I'll
can,
be,
you can
I'll
still
be
be
at the
online.
gym every day, bro. I just be getting. I come out the most swollest comedian like this. Damn, what you been doing? Comedy.
So I want to hear about y'all. Tell me about your. We love all the promoters. Everybody puts on amazing shows. But what's like the show you like you've done? You like, oh, this is gonna be rough. Please don't say the donut shop.
It was, but that wasn't that bad.
It really wasn't.
It wasn't that bad. Honestly, I joked around.
I
and
would
shit
do
like that.
it. I would perform that again.
It was honestly, dude. What made that the better thing situation? It was Bucket's family being there,
Yes, and the owner.
and I got to make them laugh.
Yeah.
Cause it was cool. He had his whole like, I think he had his uncles and nieces and nephews, and like it was a little kid in there, like 9 or 10 years old.
Yeah, it was a bunch of kids.
And I was like this, all right. And I knew we had to keep it clean and shit. And it's funny because Lando was like, these kids got to learn. And he was talking about Charlie Kirk assassination and girls on their cycle. And I'm looking at him like this. All right, there's kids here, but all right, forget it. And then it was pretty cool, dog. Besides, my ex being next door, it was all right. And someone told me not to walk over there with you. Because you were like, I'm going to go get a drink, so you had to walk, We had to work or whatever. I'm just going to get a drink real quick. And I was going to go with you, dog. And I'm thank God I didn't. Because that would have been so awkward to walk in there and see her. Because I know she can't really stand me and shit. And it would have been weird. You would have saw that tension, dog. You would have been like this. I would have been like, yeah, I got to go, bro. I got to get out of here. It would have been weird. Like I said, me personally, I don't have any animosity towards her. Like, honestly, I wish her nothing but the best, like, at all. I just know, like, when women have that kind of disdain for you, regardless of what it is, they carry it. They don't really let it go like that sometimes. And I think she doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Because I really didn't end it. It wasn't any animosity. I just stopped talking to her because I knew how it was going to end. And I kind of did her that favor. It was already leading to that where it was like, when somebody like, I don't know how to describe it. When you walk into a room and somebody isn't wearing glasses, but they still squint at you, that kind of disdain.
You know when things are different.
Yeah, you just know. And it wasn't her fault. It's just, me personally, I don't think anybody is not required to go through the struggle with you. They're not required, dog. And I'm not mad at her, though. I'm a struggling comedian. I have my ups and downs, dog. Ain't nobody gonna ride out with you like that. They're not guaranteed to do that. That's why at first I was mad at her, but then I would go realize, I look at my apartment, I go like this. I understand. I see the hole in my ceiling, I go like this. She did what she had to do.
What about you, Steve? You got any like hell shows?
Can't think of any. Everything's been pretty like, some have been like definitely more ghetto than others. Like that German pub one. That one was pretty fucking hood, but I ended up killing it anyways, so. I don't know, because sometimes they're just not, like you talking about the donut shop, and sometimes they're ghetto, but they still have something, like you still destroy it, so you're like,
Yeah, it was still fun, dog.
cool.
We both had good sets that time, too. It was good. We both followed, I think. No. You went before Lando, right?
Yeah.
And then Lando went between, and we were talking. And I'm not talking crap. I'm not. It was just that I was like, he's going to do 30. I told you that. He's like this. Well, he knows you coming on after him. He's like, he's still going to do 30, dog. He's not going to get off. And he did 30 some minutes, dog. He was just sitting there like, I was like this. And I was like, all right.
damn.
And he was like, I said, Bobby Buggets ain't going to lie to him. Not till later. It took a good 35 minutes to 40 when he went like this. And I was like, and I felt bad because Bobby Bucket's family had been there for so long. So I was like, in my mind, I was like, okay.
And this was Lando jokes?
Yeah.
This is, oh my God.
So I
that's
just went like this. All right, Lando took 35 minutes to get to his point. I'm going to take 10 minutes and do exactly what he did in a shorter time.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I did. I was like this, bet. That was a challenge like this. Can I make them laugh for less time than he did? He took longer to do. And I did. And I got off at a certain time. I think it was 12 minutes.
Nice.
I was like this. All right, I'm
Yeah,
done.
it was exactly 12 minutes.
And I got off. And I was like, and the family was all like, yeah. And I was like, bet. That's all I needed, dog. That's all I needed. And Lando was like, man, I was like, it's all good, dog. I wasn't even mad at Lando because I already know how he is. Yeah. I've known Lando for years, love the guy, but I already know how he's going to be. If he's on a show with you, and especially there's no kind of guideline and he's running it, be prepared to wait. You're going to wait there for a while. And I love the guy. And he's like this, I'm not going to get off stage unless my closing joke kills it.
Yeah, he said that, and that was the situation.
Yeah. If you don't laugh at his closing joke, he's like this, wait a minute, wait. Let's run it back. He's like on some Jey Uso. Run it back.
He doesn't have any jokes.
So here's my hell show.
Yeah.
What?
Shout out to Chris Corrado. Make sure you follow Chris Corrado. Very funny comedian, one of the best producers, promoters in Rock Hill, South Carolina. Chris, I love you so much. Chris tells this story all the time, so I'll tell the story. Chris has this thing, he has merch where he says, I survived Corrado's show.
Yeah.
And Corrado has amazing shows with great production.
Nice.
And he also has shows where you shouldn't have shows. And we're in this little country bar in Rock Hill, South Carolina. It's a bar now. It was probably a Dollar General before, but now it's a bar that somebody's family owns. And I'm performing there, and nice little Confederate flag in the corner and everything. And I am doing well. All the jokes are hitting, the crowd's liking me.
Yeah.
I make the crowd work on this one female, younger white lady, and I hear somebody go, Susan, did you hear what he said? Or whatever her name. I think her name was Susan or Stacy. And she's like, I heard him. And she was like, if you keep talking to me, I'll stab you. And I was like, all right, that's enough conversation for Stacy. And I'm going on my set. Crowd, good time. Stacy gets up.
Yeah.
Because I can't remember what the joke was. It's early in comedies. I don't, half of those jokes I don't really remember that much. And she gets on stage, and it's not a stage. It's literally we're just standing in this one little area, and the way to walk out the back of it is behind us. And Stacy like walks up to her, and she's like walking towards me to leave, to go out the back to smoke on the patio. Not really a patio, backyard. But she's walking past me, and she gets up, and I just stopped my joke. And she looks at me, and she goes, no, I'm not going to stab you tonight. And I was like, this is your only opportunity. I will never be here again. Long story short, where the show is, and it was a good set. Like you guys said, I'm also shows you have a good set.
Yeah.
And I'm just waiting for Chris to pay me. This is before Cash App,
Yeah.
a little bit right before Cash App, I believe. So I'm waiting to be paid. And he say, hey, I'm just waiting for the bar to pay me. I'll pay the comedians. So I'm just in there, and I'm sitting in this ragged ass bar. It's one of the places where you would never drink anything on tap. Nothing on tap. It's, I haven't seen the roach yet, but I see you have a lot of stuff that is meant to kill roaches. And, old ass carpet, And long story short, Stacy pays me. And apparently, I don't know if the bartender, like the person meant to give Stacy the money. I know Chris didn't give her the money, but she was like, here's your money, you're funny. And like, goes to pat me on the shoulder. I grab her wrist because I didn't know the bitch had a knife in her. And I was just like, all right, you have a great night. Chris comes, and Chris pays me from the bar. I thought she said she paid me from the bar.
Yeah.
Chris paid. She actually tipped me.
Really?
Yeah,
The one that
she-
was gonna stab you.
That's
She
cool,
gave me-
man.
She gave me $5. So that's
cool, though,
So either
huh?
way, I was going
Yeah.
to talk to Chris. 'Cause I was like, Chris, what the fuck? This ain't the money
Yeah.
we agreed on. So that was my scary / hell show.
That's cool, dog. She stabbed you with a $5 bill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how I felt too, because it was terrifying.
cool.
The part that scared me was no one said, "Hey, Stacey, don't do it." They just,
Just watching. Like, all right.
they're just like, "Hey, somebody has to go to jail, right?" Like this is
So if somebody would have come up there and like she attempted to stab you.
trying to kick the shit. I would have just sidestepped because I don't believe in hitting women. Yeah.
Oh, you know what we never talked about? What was your worst bomb?
Oh shit, too many. I wasn't funny when I started.
I mean, who is?
Yeah.
No, but I wouldn't. I take it back. My first set was really good. But after that, it was just a bunch of, hey man, just keep working on it. Hey man, that was a really good premise. Hey man, just keep working on it. And then finally, it started clicking.
Is there a bomb that you remember the most, though?
Honestly, no.
No?
No.
That's good.
Because there was just so many in the beginning where it was like, it just went away. Like, I bombed so much, I had a joke about it. I said, to be bombing on stage is like having horrible sex, because I know the audience hears me, but it looks on their face is like shut up and finish. That's how.
That's pretty accurate. That's how it goes, dog. I mean, somebody
It's
just.
just like, I hear you, but like this, I'm not coming, you know?
Yeah.
Shit, dude. My worst bomb was the first time I went up.
Yeah.
It was at a nightclub in fucking Seattle called Club Comedy. Their open mic. Went up, first time ever. Supposed to do like 3 minutes. Fucking crickets the whole time. Like, I got nothing the whole time, bro. And then at the very end, I got a pity laugh from this joke about tattooing titties, where I called him like Bigfoot titties because he had to shave them. And there was one dude in the back. He said, "Ha!" That was it. And I was like, yes, good, yes. And then I left.
But didn't you just, when you were up there, didn't you just feel like, oh shit, this is what I can do this. This is something.
Yeah, it's
like,
not as bad as
it was
like
like a
yeah.
superpower from like a moment. Like, it was just like, oh. And plus, I grew up a Jehovah's Witness. So like, I was used to going to people's doors.
yeah.
I was used to like giving like speeches or reading from the Bible in front of people. So like that never, like even from a young age, like I was like, oh, this is easy. So when I got on stage and like actually did something I wanted to do, like that
Yeah.
was even.
I just set myself little goals, you know? So my only goal that night was to get up there and complete the shit that I wrote. I didn't give a fuck if anybody laughed. Like, that was my only goal. And so even that one person laughing, me going like, yes, wasn't even really for him. It was more like I completed my fucking mission.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then a million more fucking bombs later.
That's how it usually goes, dog.
Yeah.
They usually.
But you figure it out. Because you're going to know right away if it's for you or not.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So like we also seen like your first special that like, because everybody sees their special, that first special before they even try comedy. Like, was there a special you saw where you were like, oh wow, like this is art. Like Rich Pryor live on Sunset Strip. I remember being like, I had to be like at least 12, and I was just like, oh, this is art. Like not like no like over dramatizing it, but like
No.
I was like, oh, this is like really art. Like this is really someone that crafted all this together, and everyone can enjoy it.
Yeah, I think like Eddie Murphy's Raw for me, like Chris Rock's Bring the Pain, and was it Martin Lawrence? You So Crazy?
You so
Yeah.
crazy.
That was art, because I compare it to that. I didn't know what it set up in,
Yeah.
but once you saw that, you're like, oh, okay,
Yes.
I see what they're doing. Now that you get more into comedy, you understand it. But when you first saw it, you're like, man, how did they come up
It
with
seems
this?
so natural, like they're making it up right there.
Yeah.
Dude, especially Martin, the way Martin told the story, dog.
Yeah.
And the thing that tripped me out, people didn't even notice it in the special. When he would go into story mode, the lights would go dark.
Yep.
And in the spotlight, he'd be like this. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You got Indian in your family. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, remember water would glisten all over your body. Like, what you say? I said, water would glisten all over your body. That shit was so hilarious. And the lights went down, everybody was all like, that shit, I was laughing so hard. And the shit he would talk about was relatable to everybody. No matter if you were black, white. And he had the energy, dog. I can't do some of the shit he used to do, but he controlled the stage. Chris Rock did the same thing.
Yeah.
If you know Bring the Pain, he walked back and forth the whole time. He was like this. Hit that leather coat on, that one earring. He's like, that was skinny Rock, really skinny. He's skinny now, but that was really anorexic Rock. And he was walking around, and he said the reason he did that special, that he gave him the energy, because he bombed the week before that shit. Because he had to follow Martin.
Yeah.
He
I heard that
bombed.
story.
He bombed bad, and he goes. He saw Martin do his shit, and he was all like, I gotta be like this dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta be not steal his style, but whatever I gotta come out with that. And he saw the inner Rock, and the Bring the Pain Rock was one of the one of the best rocks I seen. But you could tell when your favorite comedian matures.
So on that
Okay,
actually,
I'm gonna catch up, but
Yeah.
did you is that the Martin story where he tells him, "Do your time,
Yeah.
do your time"? He tells Chris Rock, "Do your time, do your time."
Yeah. Do they with that
Like
was
apparently Martin Rip killed that bad. They're still roaring after he gets off stage. He goes, Chris Rock, "Do your time, do your time." Like,
Martin Lawrence was the beast mode back then,
Like-
bro.
yeah,
And it was just like, and he saw that, and he was just like, okay. And
that
then,
was his heyday, man. That's
and then he just came out.
somewhere Shucky Ducky was like, "Good."
Yeah. Because honestly, that was the Bring the Pain was the emergence of The Rock for me. I'm sure he'll say different, but for me that was the special where I was like, oh shit, I want to be a comedian.
yeah.
Like but he brought it, he was just like, bam, bam. You could tell he didn't give a fuck. You could tell like he went through some shit in life, but he just didn't give a fuck. That's the movie.
Well, that's the trick too, because he did give a fuck about his whole performance and everything. You
Yeah.
know, I was listening to this book about fucking status. Like the chapter I'm listening to is about status and like comedy, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of it's just on Chris Rock.
Yeah.
And so his jokes are very like high status until I think it was there's a special where he's just wearing a t-shirt and jeans. And it's different, right?
Yo,
Yeah,
it's
Tamarind, I believe.
Tamarind, that was one of my favorites too.
Yeah, so they
mean,
talk
oh, yeah,
about and in that, so before that special, he's always dressed in like a slick fucking suit. He always looks like, you know,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
always catered to like the way his comedy is too. Like everything is set up to be like bam. And then when he does that special, it's most of his stuff is low status because he's going through like divorce and all this shit. It's like it's different.
Yeah.
So he changed up his fit to match the whole fucking thing.
I liked it. It was more
Yeah, I thought that was fucking
like,
sick. Like,
that was the maturity part of it. You got to see your favorite comedian.
Yeah.
And when they started, like you said, and he matured mentally, and that was an intimate setting. The Tambourine joint was intimate. He didn't have a theater, nothing. That was like a small little venue. I'm sure to get tickets to that it probably sold out like that. It looked like a 200 seater maybe.
all that was on purpose.
Yeah.
That's what was awesome. Like,
The
it
last,
was all
like-
catered to be that way.
Real intimate special I saw. Dave Chappelle has an intimate special. It's at the Comedy Store. It's one of my favorite. I think it's the one we talked about the pimp. He tells it's like it closes the special talking about Iceberg Slim.
I gotta
But
go
that's
back to
very
that.
intimate. But the last true intimate special I saw was Gerard Carmichael Rothaniel.
Oh,
It's on
okay.
HBO Max.
Yeah.
That one's like very intimate. He's one of my favorite, man. I know people have like opinions about Gerard Carmichael, but the way he writes, his timing, man, dude's a killer, man.
Yeah, he came up through the
He
ranks.
has this
dog.
amazing special. I want to say it was called 8, but the way it's like shot is amazing. Like, I don't want to spoil it. If you guys get to watch it, like
I'll
the way
definitely
it's
get
shot.
it. Listen
Yeah,
to
Plus,
it.
he had like one of the best TV shows ever.
Yeah, he was good at
The
writing.
Carmichael show was
Yeah, he was good at writing, bro. And that's what I'm talking about. Like to have that much, you know what I'm saying, maturity, and you
Yeah.
see, you know, and then some like Mike Epps. To me, his recipe never changes. He's one of my favorite comedians.
Yeah, me too.
It's
Yeah.
just the way he comes with it, and he's genuine with it, and you could tell like what you see is what you get, and he'll never disappoint you. All the specials you can say. Sometimes I can say he kind of might go to the same cadence, but that's what I love about
Yeah.
him. So I just kind of like, you know,
Did you like Raw better than Delirious?
me personally, I like Raw better than
Yeah.
Delirious.
Yeah, I'm one of those people too.
Yeah.
I like Delirious. Well, you know how you were talking about like which one you saw and then that was like art for you?
Yeah.
Like you were saying? That was Delirious for
Delirious?
me. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I saw that as a kid and we just always quote that shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was those two specials. And then people go like, cause you know when the Eddie thing, the documentary came out recently, they're like, he can come back, but it's like he even said himself like, I have to hit the clubs.
Yeah.
He's
I
got
could-
suck for a while.
Yeah, he got. I can't just. But even him fucking around in documentary, he was still funny. Like he had the little puppets and shit.
Yeah.
Bill Cosby and all that shit. And he had Paul Mooney and shit like that. I was cracking the fuck up, dog.
How do y'all feel about comedy being so subjective? Because that's the other thing I love about this art form.
Yeah.
It's so subjective. Because I respect Joe Rogan's hustle so much.
Yeah.
And I want to like his stand-up. But it's like I hear it.
Yeah.
And my brain goes, I understand why this is funny, but it's not funny to me. But I have coworkers, and I have coworkers I've worked with now and before, and they love it, and they're like, he's hilarious. And I'm like, he is. I know that mentally. I can sit through his set and be like, oh, I understand why people are laughing.
Yeah.
But in my brain, I'm like, it's just not for me.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that,
I'm
bro.
in the same camp as you,
And
man.
it's like I can murder, and for people that don't, because people be like, he's not funny. I'm like, he's not funny to us,
Yeah.
but I'm here to tell you, it's a crowd that loves
Yeah.
what he is talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's funny, but it's not like, to me, it's just not hilarious. Like, it's all right. When I see his specials, I'm like, yeah, it's all right. It's in this, like, it's like someone that, like, just came up with Sam Kinison or something. Because he does, like, Sam Kinison shit where he just starts screaming. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's not, there was a time for Sam Kinison.
I see what you're trying to say.
You know what I mean?
But it's still people that love it.
Some people love
and it's just
fucking-
like I put it like this. I will never forget. Somebody went to see him and Dave Chappelle. They were going on a tour together. They were doing like arenas, and I'll never forget. They said it was apparently Dave was closing, but one night whatever night he went, Joe Rogan closed, and he said everybody, like, people stayed. No one just left because Joe Rogan. But it was such a like mind fuck, because it was like you were listening, and it was crazy the way he was funny. He was like, I don't find Joe Rogan funny, but he was funny that night. And I was like, I don't think I've ever seen that before, where I didn't find someone funny, but I like the previous person, and then like now I'm watching the next person, and now I find them funny now. Like he's the only person that's ever said that to me, and I was just like, oh, I don't think.
Maybe you just got to see him live.
Maybe that's it. Maybe
Yeah.
that's the secret sauce. Because I've never like seen someone I found funny, and then the person going after them, they could be hilarious, but I just don't understand. Like me mentally, I don't get why they're funny. But now, since I like the previous person, I'm laughing at this.
That kind of sounds like, so there's this thing about rolling humor where it's in that same book that I was talking about, where certain jokes that are like super cerebral, they might not hit. So you put these like rolling fucking jokes in front of them, like if like sounds like that, but on a larger scale, where someone's so funny, so funny, so funny. Now you're just like the next person on, you're just more inclined to be like, yeah.
Oh yeah, like you're already in a good mood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, like you know, like comedy is submissive, and you know, some people just like it's like a wine, dog. Some people like they wine a little bitter,
Yeah.
sweet. You know what I'm saying? In between. So, because there's some comedians that, I mean, like you said, they're funny to everybody else,
Yeah.
but they just don't do it for me. But I can't knock it.
Yeah.
But it's just, I just kind of go like, okay, I see where they're coming from, but I guess some of the things they're talking about, I can't relate to it. Like there's some comedians that I know came through and they were talking about like how it is to live in Cali and like vegan tacos and stuff. And I don't eat vegan tacos, so I don't know, you know, doing yoga and stuff. I don't do none of that. So I couldn't relate to none of that.
Yeah.
People were cracking up, but
Yeah.
I was just like, I can't.
That's their audience.
Yes, all right, I can't relate to none of that. I don't do none of that.
That's where it all comes back to. There is money out here for everyone.
There is,
Yeah.
dude.
There's an audience out here for everyone.
There is, dude, and you just gotta find and tap into that audience
Yes.
that really digs you and is willing to like.
Exactly. That's your people.
Yes.
You know? That's the ones that are going to buy your tickets.
You
They're the
only
ones who are going to
need
repeat your jokes.
1% of the population to follow you to become a millionaire. Just 1%.
Damn.
It's hard to get
I mean,
that 1%.
even a half of a half of a half of that can make you a
It
millionaire.
made me feel lazy. I'm like, damn, I'm not doing my job then.
I mean,
Can't,
just a
can't
half
even
of-
get 1%.
I mean, apparently I'm being lazy too, because like it is some niche. Like people have a niche audience of comedy, and you be like,
But yeah, but you understand, like, it's hustling, but also it's so many comedians, dog. It's so many.
yeah,
There is luck involved for
There
sure.
is. It's so. I mean, like one time I was like, I went to open mic that there wasn't El Paso. I forgot which one I went to, and I was like, you know, El Paso, we don't really have. We're starting to get a lot of comedians now, but when we look at the list, we don't have.
oh, they're coming. Y'all almost hit. A person about to hit 1 million people in like what 5 years?
But you notice, we're. That's why I'm telling people like you need to cherish the time, because here in El Paso you could do a lot of time, you get a lot of stage time.
Yeah,
Other places, you're doing 2 or 3 minutes, you gotta get the fuck off. And if you stay running the light like something, they don't put you back on.
That running light shit is crazy here.
Yeah, because
It doesn't happen a lot, but every time I have seen it, I've been like, oh.
any other places, dude, you run that light, and it's a person that don't know you that well.
Yeah, they don't know you.
And you over here like, they're like, you ain't coming back up here no more.
Yeah.
And they'll tell you to your face like, hey, I'm sorry, my man. You ain't coming up here no more. And you like this. And they'll tell you, respect that light, because you have 40 other individuals after you.
That person working is gonna be there all fucking night.
That's what
Bro, I used to host open mic, right? It was, at the Joint, Main Street, Columbia, South Carolina. I hosted for almost 2 years, right? Then I gave it to my buddies my love. But man, let me tell you, if you are after number 12, I let all the comedians know, if you're after number 12, you're not gonna get a great coming to the stage. You're gonna be like, and if you after 20, it's another motherfucker. Make some noise for.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Because you be like, damn, this is really like, you like, because I love to have that open mic because it made me a better host, in my opinion.
It does.
It was a muscle I got to work every time. And I was still getting booked all the time, too, and that was the best part. So I could just go up there on Mondays and tell, like, show stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, everything, like, it was, like, perfect, man.
That's good. That's what I'm saying. And I think here, what I was trying to say is like, we have it good. That's why when I started here, I always, sometimes it wouldn't, 5, 6 people show up to the mic. And the guy was like, hey man, can you do more time? I'm like, yeah. And I took advantage of that.
Yeah.
But as El Paso scene's growing, it's gonna come to a time, we're all kind of used to it, 5 minutes. It's gonna come a time where you're gonna do 3.
Yeah.
And I noticed sometimes one time I think the list was long, like it was at a Bang Bang recently. I'm talking about 30 deep.
Yeah.
And the comedians are just so used to just going up and I gotta wait. And then they're like, nah, man, what? And they're all getting mad because I'm like, nah, but this is how it is in other cities, dog. You're getting, and your feelings, I'm like, not in feelings, but you get like not used to it. Other cities is like that, bro. You just can't show
Their
up.
mics are like 3 minutes.
Yeah, some cats, you gotta email. You gotta be on the list. You just can't show up and be like, I'm here.
Oh,
like,
Every club I've ever had an open mic, I had to I had to email the host, I had to send a message to the host, or I had to email the club.
And you don't know what number you're gonna be at.
Seattle and Minnesota, the mics were like 3 minutes, and then you'd have like the people that were more established, they would get like 5 to 8 minutes. Yeah. And it was sprinkled in. You could see the list.
You guys ever been bumped before?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I got bumped. It happened here plenty of times because sometimes the feature or the headliner from the comic strip will come through, and they'll be like, "Hey guys," but at least here, whoever's owning the mic, because Josh is really good at it. Josh would be like, "Hey man, that bumpy dog, the headliner's right here," and I'm like this. Hey man, do what you gotta do. That's a headliner, dog. Fuck that. Or the feature's here. But Josh is so cool. Josh would be like this. Hey man, I gotta bump you, man, but I'll buy you a beer, man. I'm like this. We cool, man. That's when I drank. I was like, you want a martini or something, man? I know you drink the martinis, man. I mean, it's kind of feminine, but go ahead. I was like, all right, man, it's cool. But he was always cool like that. I love when we were talking about that in the last episode, how Josh hosted the Scenics really well.
Yeah, he did.
That
bro,
good,
that was my first mic here. Paul was hosting that night.
Yeah.
I am literally just like straight out of basic. I just got my car shipped here, so I'm like looking for open mics. Find an open mic. On the flyer of this open mic is Paul with a pistol in his hand. And I'm like, and I just called my wife and I was like, I'm going to this open mic. I hope it's safe. I sent her the flyer and she was like, is that the only open mic in town? I'm like, that's the only one I see on the page. I'm going to go, like, just wish me luck. And man, I got on that stage and I know for y'all it was just another night, but for me it felt to come from not doing stand-up for like almost 7 months because of basic training, and then AIT, whatever, OSET, and then getting on that stage, man, it felt so fucking good. I only did 3 minutes, but it felt so good to get those laughs, man.
Nothing wrong with that.
It felt so good.
It was a crowd that
also, it was an amazing crowd.
Yeah.
And also, I can tell you one thing, the El Paso comedians have been great. This scene is one of the best scenes in the world. I mean that genuinely. It went from, it's a new guy doing stand-up to like 3 minutes later, oh, hey man, hey. Hey man, how long you been doing it?
Yeah, honestly,
and nobody gave me the cold shoulder. That's not what I'm saying. But it was definitely like,
No,
Oh,
this
what's that?
seems inviting as fuck, bro.
Yeah, they were just like, oh, somebody new starting just stand up, and then after my set, hey man, hey, how you been doing this? Have you? Like, I'm like,
Yeah, dude. I think this is the most inviting
Yes.
scene. Because there's times where I've been other places, they don't care who you are, dog. Unless you go up there and like do like, oh, okay. But before they're like, it's no diss. They just don't know who the fuck you are, so they don't.
Yeah, you have to make an effort to
You got to
say
make
hi
an
to
effort. You got to
Yes.
effort, and then sometimes they in their own zone.
yeah,
So they ain't trying to like. They're trying to realize what they're gonna say when they get up there. But like when CNX had a hot crowd, dog,
yes,
it was on. And and one thing I love about Josh, we talked about it on the podcast. It was a hot crowd, and it's like, and it's no diss to anybody here. It's just like, okay, I want to start off hot. So Josh would be like, yo, man, I'll put some. He would switch up the thing. He like, nah, I gotta start off hot. If you don't, and he'll go up to the person, hey, man, I'm gonna put up Pokemon if you don't mind, because he's like, no, it's okay. And most of the time, most comedians don't get in their feelings about it. He's like, all right, but he always knew.
yeah. They don't. I think mentally we all know what's right. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, come on.
Because sometimes I'm like, dude, and it's just any open mic. I'm not talking about ours. I'm talking about in general. Like, any open mic you do, it's like there's a crowd, and you're like, all right. And then the first comedian goes up, and then you're like, oh, man. And it's not their fault, but then like the crowd starts walking, and you're like, and they one by one, and you're like, okay.
But when they walk before you go up,
That's what sucks.
it is a heartbreaker, bro.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, okay, I got this, or I can work on this right now. And one by one, I remember one time it was like, I think I was 7th or 8th, and I don't know what I can't remember the comics before me, but it was like 3 or 4. Just it was not. And by the time I got up, that whole crowd, it was like tables were gone, bro. And I was like, damn.
It's all sad. Like,
And you kind of go like this, and you see people trickle out one by one. And some people were like, it was funny because they were kind of like waiting to see if the next, all right, this person went
Yeah.
great, but me, the next person, no. All right, me, okay. And no, okay. And then they start doing this.
Yep.
And you're like,
Yep.
yeah.
And
Or
try
you
to-
start people paying at the bar, you be like, oh well.
yeah, and I'm like this. I'm like, oh man. And I ain't, like I said, I guess it goes for every scene because South Carolina, it's Minnesota, Cali, whatever. It's like
Seattle.
Seattle. It's like, when you have a hot crowd at the beginning,
Yeah.
and then there's no diss. If you've been in that scene for a while, you just kind of know who's up on the list, and you go, man.
Oh, and when I was the mic, I bump people. I was willing to start a show with someone that had energy but horrible, and then I would just have like someone really good after them.
That's how you do it, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if you're horrible and like you have energy, then the crowd's gonna roll with it. But like if you're just horrible to be horrible, like there was one comedian, like I told you, he quit comedy.
Yeah.
He quit comedy, but yeah, he really had quit comedy when he started. But like he was truly horrible. But he was a bad person. He was a bad comedian.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's just being real with it.
I guess I'm mad because I got him a guest spot once.
Yeah.
And it was a place where he could kill. It was one of those rooms where he was set up to win, and he showed up shit faced.
Oh man, come
Oh,
on.
that's even worse. I mean, if he showed up shit faced and,
And
he did better,
and I'm not gonna say the reason why the room was perfect for him. That's not important. But it was a room he could have just murdered, and he showed up shit faced, then bombed horribly, and then left immediately. And I was just like,
damn, dog. Because there's some rooms where it's like,
and that promoter and promoter/comedian, every time he'll bring that up, he'll be like, man, I'm about to do a show. He's like, hey, you know who I should get? And I'm like, come on, man, let it go. Let it go, man.
it was that bad. Remember it.
Yeah.
Damn.
Because you ever had those rooms where it's like, no matter what you say, bam. Because you see the other comedian before, and it not might be a strong comedian, but they're not that strong yet to get that much of a reaction.
Oh,
but they
yeah.
do. They go like this, and then I tied my shoe, and I'm like this, bet, and it gets
That's a hot crowd, man.
They're laughing at everything.
Yes, I
so
love
you
it.
over here like this, fuck, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's hard not
That's
to.
when you start getting your phone out. Shit, all right.
Yeah, I was like, yo, you know you go like
Yeah,
no matter
this-
what
this-
you say, dog.
This video is about to be amazing.
Yeah, you like, yo, and then I scratch my nuts, right? Fucking scratch his nuts. which testicle, the left or right? Well, let me tell you.
Like, I scratch my nuts too.
And then you love that shit. Dog. I remember what was
Yeah.
that one time at Cinco, dog, where this dude was like shit faced in the front.
Oh god.
But he made everybody. It was good. He was a good vibe.
Yeah, yeah.
But he got so shit faced that he just picked him up and put him outside.
Oh, that's what happened?
Yeah. Walked by his ass just on the
He was
ground.
all like this and shit. They called him an Uber and shit, but he was out, bro. He was all.
Yeah, me and my wife left before that. But yeah, that motherfucker was.
You remember that dude?
Yeah.
He made the crowd. I was like,
He
hey,
had a table full of people when he had a buddy, and then he just kept drinking. And that buddy left.
yeah, because I remember I don't think he had a bucket of beer or just surrounded by beers.
No, he kept
that
going
whole
back
table
there.
was covered.
And I was thinking,
And shots. Remember, they were all stacked up.
yeah, and I'm thinking it was.
I
all
don't know
for-
what he was going through in life.
But he was going through something, yeah. And I remember, like, I was thinking, oh, he got a whole group of people. No, all them drinks for him.
It was a movie shit.
Dude, I was just like, but he made the whole, I even told him, hey, man, thank you. Like, you made the whole night
Yeah.
because he was involved in interacting with anybody. And I think if he wouldn't have got so shit-faced, it would have been a good night for pretty much everybody because he interacted with everybody.
Because I remember Lando tried to give him water. He wouldn't drink the water. And then the bartender tried to give him water. But
Yeah, coming from a past alcoholic, when you're in that zone, dog,
yeah.
it's just,
Because he was drinking to forget something. He
Yeah,
wasn't just
I've been
drinking to
there.
be drinking. He was drinking because some shit happened to him. And
I've been there, bro. When
Me
you like
too.
this, I don't want to remember anything.
I was going through a rough patch, man, and my buddy thought we were playing a drinking game, and I just let him know, like, this isn't. No, I'm losing on purpose, but we are getting shit faced, and we did.
I've been there, bro. When one thing, not to, like go into this, but when I used to drink, I stopped because it at first it was fun. I was getting messed up with my buddies.
Yeah.
It was cool. But then it started getting to a turn where it was just like, okay, like you said, I'm drinking to forget something. I'm covering. Because then I just feel like shit the next day. But some of my funniest jokes was when I was fucked up.
Yeah.
I admit that. I was on
Yeah.
doing some of my sets, I was trashed, and I would say some shit, and I would remember what I should have recorded some of them sets because I was like, I could have took some of the premises from there. But it came to a dark turn where sometimes if I was angry at a certain comedian or something, or they had pissed me off, when I was drunk, I would go up there and say it. I'd be like, look, man, what's up? You a bitch, you know that? You a straight bitch. And they were like, what?
I have seen that. I have seen it, Otis, and when I'm telling you, I've seen it go two different ways. I'm going to like somebody, like, all right, we'll talk about it afterwards. And I've seen a comedian just leave.
Yeah.
Because whatever that drunk man was saying, apparently that scene was like, no, that's true.
Yeah, it worked both ways, dog. And it wasn't one of my proudest moments, mind you, because I was like, but when you drink like that, I used to hear a little voice in my head going, and I knew it was something evil. It wasn't nothing good. It was just like this. Yeah, go ahead and say that shit, bro. And I was like, nah, we shouldn't say this. He's like, man, fuck these motherfuckers, man. Say what you got to say. And I'm like, nah, we ain't doing this right here in front of people. Oh, we doing it. And I'm like,
captain now.
I'm like this, and it was that peanut butter whiskey, and they were like, no, we doing this shit. And I was like, and I would go to a motherfucker, because I would see it. And sometimes you see disrespect, but you just gotta let it go. You feel me? You can't just,
Yeah.
you gotta let it go. But me, when you're drunk, you just go like this. Oh, you gonna do that in front of me? And I go, what's I get up on this mic? And I shouldn't have done that. I'd be like this. What's up, bro? And like this. What's up? I was like, you a bitch. Like, what? I said, you know why you a bitch? Because I watched you bomb up here and you can't watch me for 2 seconds do more than what you did in 5 minutes. And they're like this. And I'm like this. Otis, what the fuck? And I'm like, nah, it needed to be said.
I think the wildest ones I've seen are when no one disagrees with someone. Like they say something in public and no one disagrees. I think I've seen a bunch of times just like, that's why you ain't fucking funny. And like everyone just gets quiet. Because if you're funny, people are like, nah, man, you're funny.
Yeah.
But if you're not funny, people are like,
Yeah, well, I think I'll leave that be. I think we've seen that here.
I haven't seen it here yet. I've seen, like, I've been there, and it just be one of those times where it's just like, dang, like,
Yeah, it's one of those things.
Ain't
Where,
nobody gonna speak. I always think like, especially like I was in a situation where somebody was my ride. Like, nah, man, this motherfucker hilarious. But if your ride, if this person was the person you roll with, and you just like hey,
It's like,
ain't no more rides to the shows. Like you,
Hilarious.
he's fucking funny to me,
yeah,
man.
he funny
Fuck
tonight.
you.
I tell you that.
Tell him, man. Hey, let's go, man. You
Yeah.
got to take this shit. Let's leave.
We gotta drive a whole hour back. Like I'm not.
That you know what? It's
I'm not. That's a whole hour back home. I'm not.
those you know what sucks? A situation where you go to a trip and you go do a show and you eat a dick and you got to drive home with that shit. That shit sucks, dog. You sitting there like this. You drove. It's longer. You drove longer than the set was.
You know the worst part though? If
What?
you kill, but you in the car with the motherfucker that bomb,
Oh yeah.
and you just because either they gonna be like, you know, accept they bomb and be cool, or they gonna be, or they're not, and they're like, hey man, I'm glad you got him because you know I tried my best. You know,
Yeah. Now, but you know what sucks is like I've been in a situation where both sides where I ate a dick, but I go, man, but I admit it. I don't
Yeah.
sit there. But it's some situations where I remember I was like, you over here trying to celebrate your W and shit, and the person that bombed won't let you do it.
Yeah.
You over here like, yeah, but where did I go wrong, man? I'm
Where
like
did
this.
I go wrong?
Yeah, well, no, but tell me, man. And I'm like this. Well, you know, like, and then they record that set they ate a dick, and then they make you watch it on the way
Oh,
back to the
man,
trip.
who
Well, I remember one
does
time the dude was
that?
like this. I want you to watch this and tell me what I'm like this. I don't want to watch it again.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that.
I was there in real life.
Yeah, I was there. I saw
I
it.
was there, but-
They're like this. So when did I lose him? I'm like this. Can I enjoy my moment, man? He's like, no, but tell me.
So you gotta hit him with that classic line.
What?
You'll get him next time.
I remember that shit though,
I ain't
bro.
gonna say. I'm not gonna say person name, but like we friends. Like we talk like once a week.
Yeah.
I never forget. He wanted me around to the show with him. I'm not on the show.
Yeah,
The promoter's like, hey, you in town? I didn't know you were coming, man. Hey, do a guest spot.
yeah.
I did a guest spot. The first comedian goes up, he bombs horrible. I do a guest spot, 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Murder.
Nice.
Murder,
Nice.
just kill. My buddy goes up after me, bombs. After the show, that promoter gives me $50. I'm like, man, I just did a guest spot, gives me $50.
Nice.
We're on the way home. My friend goes, man, I bombed so much, bro, he didn't even pay me.
Damn. dog. Damn.
And I'm sitting next to him. Now, I told the story in that order
Yeah.
because it's more fucked up. I go, hey man, you know he gave me $50 for the guest spot. And then he says, damn bro, I popped so bad. He didn't even pay me. And I remember I wrote with him. Fuck. So I just slid him that $20 for cash.
He's like,
And he was like, no, I want you to ride me. I was like, oh, we good. He was like, yeah, man, we all right. Long story short, he did get paid for that set, though.
eventually, yeah.
Okay.
But still, dog, it's like, cause I've been on both sides of that shit, bro. I've been on both sides.
I was just sitting there like, oh.
It's like, I've been on. I've took an L where I've had a bad set, and like after the show, like nobody comes up to you, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they come up to the person next to you like,
Yeah.
great
Yeah,
job.
you invisible,
and then,
dog. They
And
like-
I know the side stuff and like, hey, this ain't. I know what I
dude.
did. I know. Ain't no reason for you to be talking to me.
Yeah, but I eat. When I eat a dick, I just eat it. I just accept it. But after the show, dog, when it's like that, and I remember it was like an all black show, and it was a white and Mexican dude, and I was the host, and I ate a dick so bad. All these black girls are like, "Yeah, you were funny." It was my boy Carlos, Billy, rest in peace. They're like, "You guys were funny," and blah blah blah. Was you on the show? And I was like,
Fuck it.
yeah, I hosted. For real? I was like, yeah, I'm the first one up. All right. I was just like this. And it was a black show, dog. And the dude, it was in a restaurant
Yeah.
where they had like gizzards and shit like that.
Yeah, that's black.
He was like, he gave them a plate of gizzards and food and shit. And he was like, you want some water, man?
Bro, let me tell you. Oh man, God bless this promoter, man. Oh
Yeah.
man, what's the wildest thing y'all been paid for in comedy? For me, he didn't sell tickets. Like it didn't work. It was 6 people at the show.
Yeah.
Pops the trunk, gives me a 24 case of bottled water. He was like, hey, man, I'm sorry, this is all I got. And I went home, and I was like, I'm a professional comedian.
I remember you told me that shit.
I'm a professional.
He's like, I finally know I'm a comedian, man. I got paid in Kiss One.
I did. It was Deer Park. It was Deer Park. I was so excited. I was so excited, man. I was smiling ear to ear. I was,
He paid me Avion water. That's that good shit.
he did, bro.
Well, Avion's nice.
Avion water, man. That's that good shit, dog.
And it was a good show. It was like those 6 people came to laugh.
I remember like I got paid in food.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
yeah, food voucher. They give you like a free plate or something like that.
Yeah.
I remember getting paid in food. I'm trying to think. I think I got paid in drinks one time. When I used to drink, they gave me like a pack of beer or some shit. And as a comedian, when you're struggling like that, you starting off, you'll take anything.
Yeah.
You be like, all right.
Just appreciative.
It's all about
You gave me
stage time.
something. Hell yeah.
Like even just getting back into comedy, like after getting into my job, like I did a lot. I still want to do shows with stage time, just because like you really just want to work that muscle as much as possible.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely, bro.
Like
Definitely.
Straight
man.
up.
So how was it with you, like, because I know you finally got hosting gig at the comic strip, dog. Congratulations for that.
man, that was a wild audition, man. Because I just didn't expect it to happen. So it was just like Gibbs was like, hey man, he talked to him. I sure appreciate Gibbs. Make sure y'all follow Gibbs, very funny comedian / magician. And yeah, I'm glad him and everybody spoke for me. So I went up there, and I had a lot of comedians that did guest spots before me.
Yeah.
So in my mind, I had like that little advantage of like, all right, if this is what he wants, I can formulate that. I'm not really dirty, so I was
No,
like,
you're not.
I could just amp it up. So like, it was like I did my set, and then like even some jokes I cut parts off, and I just put exactly what he wanted, and luckily that's what he wanted. And
Yeah, you will,
hopefully
bro.
I host very soon.
You will,
Hell
dog.
yeah.
You will, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll definitely, if I'm not working or nothing like that, I'll definitely try
Oh, I
to be there.
appreciate it, man.
I'll be there for, man, especially your first hosting gig here at the club. I'll be there for you, man.
Yeah.
It's to watch
Because
you
like,
do
I haven't
that.
hosted, like I said, I used to host in, they closed, but it was a comedy house theater in Columbia, South Carolina. I hosted a bunch there. So like, it's just good to have those opportunities again.
Oh, it is, dude. Like, honestly, Bart's done a lot for.
Oh yeah,
A lot of
40
comedians.
years?
Yeah.
40 years is crazy. Like 40 years. That means he's had hosts come and go. He's had features come and go.
Yeah.
Like,
He's done a lot for comics, dog. Like, he put me up.
he loves the craft.
Yeah, he critique you, but in a good way.
No, I mean, like you could tell he just loves comedy. Like, he loves the craft.
Yeah.
The fact that he has been the one to announce the show every time.
Yeah. I know his.
Yeah.
I know the verbatim.
52 weekends a year, and every weekend, like, that's love.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah,
That's a
dog.
lot.
Have you ever had a headliner, like, very funny comedian named Special K, very funny. But I remember we were just sitting around, we talking, and he was like, only thing you need is 52 divided by 2 is, no, it's 54 weekends.
Yeah.
50, only thing you need is 54 divided by 2. That's how many clubs you need to book you twice. And you can tour a whole year. And I remember when he sat down, he said, I was like, damn, it really is that easy. And then I got in the car and I was like, what the fuck, wait a minute, you still, that's, once you get that famous or that popular, like, I guess it is that easy, but.
Yeah, it's if you get that lucky, dog.
The first comedian I ever hosted for at a club was John Morgan,
Yeah.
the Raging Cajun, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I think I've heard of him before.
very funny comedian, man. He was so down to earth,
Yeah.
so dope, man. I got to host for him twice, man. He like very dope comedian. I'm glad he was like the first person. Cause I was sitting there in the green room. Cause in my brain I was like, I'm not supposed to be in his green room. I'm not gonna be in there. I'm just gonna ask what him and his feature want me to say. And he was like, no. If you the host, man, just chill in here with me, man. That's fine.
Yeah, they're real cool like that, man.
Like
I was
just
thinking about that too.
super like duper cool. Not every, of course, not every headliner wants you to be in the green room, but he made me so comfortable that like if or when I become a headliner, that's how I want to be.
Yeah,
Nice,
that's
yeah.
what I'm saying. Like when you meet certain comedians, you go,
Yeah.
all right, I want to be kind of like this dude, and I want to be the opposite of this guy.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
this,
right.
but it's just kind of like okay. That's why I'm like me personally, I might toot my own horn, but if you don't blow it, nobody else is gonna do it.
Oh no.
But I don't walk around like I'm the shit. I just don't. I I prove it on stage.
Yeah.
I'd rather do that than anything else. It's like people can say whatever you want, but the proof's in the pudding. Like I'd be like, you know what? When I'm up there, you get 110% of me. Like I'm not gonna short the crowd ever. I just don't do that. Whether it's 5 people or 500, whatever.
Yeah.
I just ain't gonna do it.
Plus for me, I mean, y'all kill like crazy. But for me, I still have that like 1 out of 9 or 1 out of 10 bomb that like I stay humble, but it keeps me even more.
No, everybody has that, bro.
Yeah, that's all.
That's everybody, bro. It's like, dude, even with me, I'm like, okay, I needed this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when you learn to accept it, in a way, it makes you better. Because some cats, I don't think they can accept it.
Yeah.
That's the thing about comedy. Some people just can't accept that they eat it.
Right.
It's easy when it's a mic. If it's not a mic, that's when it hasn't happened in a good minute, but like at least like a true bomb. Not like, hey, I'm not really winning the crowd over type deal. Like,
No.
all right, I'm getting parts of the crowd. Like we did a show together for Sharita. Make sure you follow Sharita, very funny comedian, great producer. We did the second show for Sharita. The first show I felt like Friday went great. Saturday show I think I did like a 6 out of 10, maybe 5 out of 10. It wasn't a great show, but like it wasn't as bad as it could have been. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But like even those shows will like keep you humble.
Yeah, it does.
You guys killed that show.
No, I think for me it was a complete opposite. I think the first show I was kind of like,
No, I think.
and then the second show I was like, I felt more like, all right. And then you had to fight against the arcade machines.
Yeah.
So that's kind of made you, you know.
First one, yeah, you did. I remember you were
Yeah, the first
talking to
one
the
was great.
audience
It
a
was
whole
that
bunch.
second one,
Like,
man.
yeah,
But
you
it
had
was-
them going.
For me, it was just like I wasn't.
No, I thought you killed both. Both of y'all killed both.
Thanks. I barely remember.
Yeah, that
anything
Friday, I know I did
from
great
that.
that Friday. Friday was great. Saturday was.
Because I think Saturday I was like, and then more people came to see us,
Yeah.
which was cool. I was like, people all showed up. Even my friend showed up, which I thought he wasn't gonna do it. And I was
Yeah,
like,
my coworker loved y'all, man. He still talks about y'all.
yeah, it was cool. I was like, this. And then the dude showed up that hangs out with my boy. I go to his mom's house, and he's like, we hang out with his family doing like Christmas and shit. He like, you a comedian? Hey, I bet you ain't even funny, man. And I'm like this. And he was in the crowd. But by the time he walked up, he just got up. I was like this, dude, I'm about to, you ain't gonna stay. He didn't stay, dog. He just got up and left. And I'm like, all right, you ain't gonna see that I'm funny, dog. You just gonna leave, bro. He just left. And I was like this, all right, bro. Like, I never got a chance to prove myself to him. And it happened to this other dude at Cinco. This brother was fucking with me. He kept roasting me, dog. I was just sitting down. He looked like CJ from San Andreas. He was like this. Hey, come. He said something. He was talking about my felines are dirty or some shit. And I ain't that funny. And I was like this. Okay. And then like Jose was laughing at him clowning on me. And I'm looking at Jose like, all right, what time get up here? He's like, no, man. I was like, no. You talking? Let me.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But he knew I was gonna clap back at him, so he wouldn't let me clap back. He like, no. And I was like this. And then I was about to go up, and he left. I was like this. CJ, he about to leave. CJ, he's like, oh shit, here we go again. He just left.
I saw him later that night.
Where?
I ended up going to another bar, and then he was there, all the way far in the Northeast.
For real?
Yeah, he was there, and he was all hammered, and he was talking about how he was gonna be at the comic strip on stage the next day. I was like, "What are you fucking delusional ass? What are you talking about?"
Yeah, it was on some.
That's some good alcohol right there.
Yeah.
And he was telling me he was in the military and shit, but he was all like, yeah, I used to be in a gang, man. I was like, all right, yeah, man. And I did it before I joined. I was about to jump fools and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You and your little dirty ass felines, and I was like, yeah.
Where do we get to?
I don't know. He just started talking about my shoes, bro, and I was like, and he had some like Air Maxes on, but they were like patent leather, all shiny. I was like, you little Michael Jackson tiptoes, and he was just like,
What's he like he had like all red sweats or something like that?
yeah, he had like a gold chain on. He like
a stainless chain. Remember,
Yeah,
he was
he-
like, it's stainless.
stainless stuff, and I was just like, I was like, I wasn't gonna count on him, but I was like, oh, wait till I go up on stage, you'll see me. And he just left.
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to meet this character like this.
CJ from San Andreas,
Yeah.
dude, I'm telling you, dog, it's just random. Cause sometimes people don't know who you are, or like I haven't been on with Mike in a while because I've been working.
Yeah.
But you ever been to you don't show up sometimes, you ain't been there, and then like a new comic will see you, They go, hey man, you're pretty good. You like, they don't know who you like. They don't know you've been up there before. They just go like this. Hey man, you're all right. I'm like, thanks.
Thank you.
You all right, man? You pretty funny. I was like,
I appreciate
man,
it.
I appreciate it, man. He's like, so when you start, man, you barely start or what? I'm like, nah.
Last Tuesday.
I've been here for a minute. He's like, for real? Like, yeah. So yeah, man, I love the comedy scene here, dog.
No, I do too. Like,
It's-
y'all were like immediately welcoming, like immediately.
I like you get to meet like good people like yourself, dog, and it's been a blessing for all of it. Even the ups and downs of it, I still appreciate it because this scene could, compared to other ones, I think it's one of the best ones out there.
Yeah. And it's just so it's a lot of opportunities too. Like it's always a bunch of promoters putting on good shows.
Yeah.
It's like you have the Shrimp, which like is a very like welcoming club. Not saying other clubs aren't welcoming, but like here it's just like if you're a comedian, like they'll acknowledge you as a comedian. It's not like, all right, man, hey, if you say you do comedy, if you say you just trying,
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, because especially when you get into the door and they're like, I'm the comedy, they let you in. And
Yeah.
that's real cool because other clubs would be like, so? I do comedy. Yeah, and I do coke, dog. So what's the point?
Oh man, listen, boy, I said it once on stage. I don't say it no more because it wasn't funny. But I was being very serious. But I did one show and I was like, hey guys, y'all very generous. I just love how generous you guys are. But I need y'all to know I do not want any cocaine because it was like 7 mics in a row and somebody would offer me and I was like, no, I'm good.
Apparently, I would think with everything popping off, dog, that would be the least drug of choice with the whole Fetty thing. Because that, you don't know what the fuck's in it. Honestly, I'd be scared to do that shit.
I think that people all got their they all got their dealers from like a while.
I guess though, but you just need that one slip up, dog, and that's it.
I mean, I would hope that the dealer wouldn't put like, the only thing you're doing is losing the customer if you put fentanyl in.
Yeah, that's why I think the people aren't dying from this shit because it's like they're not getting it from shady sources.
Maybe that's true, but you know how he's saying, like, sometimes your dealer might not
Yeah.
know what's in it.
Yeah.
So you over here like, yeah, man, all right, and then you over here like, oh shit, and like,
Bro, fucking like 10 out of 10 times your dealer fucking does it too.
yeah, so it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're
Yeah.
fucking, they're testing it out like, yeah, it's good.
Yeah, 10 out, yeah, that's true. 10 out of 10.
honestly,
Yeah.
that's one of the, like, for me, that's one of the most scariest drugs.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, yo, if you're going to do anything, I wouldn't do that. But I know with some comedians or people in general, that's a
Yeah.
drug of choice.
You never fucked with it at all?
Nah, bro. It's just, and then right now, I was like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't need all that. The microphone's more high to me than anything else.
Well,
I guess in my personal life, I never seen anyone. I know people can be successful on it, but in my personal life, I never seen one that did it was successful.
You know what? It's like anything else. It's scary only if you have a fucking tendency to addiction, because that addiction is fucked. But like if it's, dude, there's people that just do this shit casually all the time. Like so many people we know fucking do this shit casually.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's not really like
That's
this
what you're doing.
huge deal. It's not really like that scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like fucking a bump of coffee. You're just waking up real quick, and that's really what it does to you. I don't fuck with it. I don't
That's
like
a hell of
doing
a latte,
anything right
man.
now.
Yeah,
But yeah, it only becomes a problem when it's like you have a tendency to addiction. Now you're fucking like chasing that shit hard.
Yeah, I think if you have an addictive
Yeah.
behavior, you'll jump into anything.
yeah.
Like me, I don't really, besides the alcohol of it, but I wasn't really addicted to it. It was just a crutch.
Yeah.
For me, it was just a crutch. Especially going on stage and being nervous. I gotta have a shot. And one time I remember I did a venue, they didn't serve any alcohol. And I was so desperate. It was 30 minutes before the show started. I went to find a 7-Eleven or somewhere just to drink a bunch of Trulies. Like a bitch. Like a straight bitch.
Damn.
I was all down in Trulies trying to get all, cause I needed that buzz that made me feel comfortable. And I was like, okay, I gotta stop using this as a crutch. What's gonna happen is the venue doesn't have beer or something. Am I gonna fucking not go on stage?
Yeah. That's really ultimately it's just like a mental thing.
Yeah, and then I just stopped. One day I just stopped. I said, I'm gonna go up here and see if I'm funny without this alcohol in my system. And then I realized, okay, I kind of ate a dick that one time I didn't do it. I did. I was like, I wasn't drunk or buzzed, and I was like, man, fuck this. I didn't want to drink. But then after a while, I kept doing it, and I'm funny without the alcohol. I don't need this is a fucking crutch to fucking go up here and perform and stuff. I don't need it.
Exactly.
But some people, it helps them. Like I said, I don't diss nobody for it because I used to do it, and it felt good to go up there with a little buzz, though. I ain't gonna lie. You feel loose. You know what I'm saying? Your dick starts swinging a little bit harder. You know what I'm saying? You like this. I feel good.
It gets more fun if you know what you're doing.
Yeah, if you can moderate it, it's fine.
Yeah, like if you know what you're doing and you already got a fucking set and then you get a buzz on.
Yeah,
you're
good.
You know what you're doing.
But if you go get shit faced, where you